Welcome to the official Higher Lower Show, brought to you by Underdog. On behalf of Underdog, these are the hires and lowers, season-long pick'ems that I went and grabbed with my own kung fu grip in California today. Your boy lives in Arizona, and you can do weekly higher lows like CeeDee Lamb 0.5 touchdowns higher. Mahomes 1.5 touchdowns higher week one. But I couldn't do season long, like 9.5 touchdowns on the year higher. Cooper Kupp 6.5 TDs on the year higher. So I got in my car. We drove to California. Miss Smitty actually drove while I worked and did videos and put up Instagram posts, put up teaser clips. We're going to California, driving across the border. And your boy Smitty pulled over, went live. You can watch that live stream from the vehicle. And I single-handedly captured the best hires and lowers for 2024 season-long Underdog Pick'ems, the fantasy football show, promo code Smitty. And the link I'm going to drop in the live chat right now and pin that link so you can do these hires and lowers as well. And they'll match your first deposit up to $1,000, 50%. 50% of your first deposit, all the way up to $1,000. Minimum's only $10. They'll give you $5. They'll give you 50% your first deposit. Let's go through the best hires and lowers for 2024 Underdog Fantasy Football. Promo code Smitty, the Fantasy Football Show. Emergency Pick'em live stream begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live!
Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
So here we are. Hires, lowers, Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. Let me get on over to the page that I just showed you. And these are wide receivers. We're going to go through wide receivers today. Maybe tonight or tomorrow I'll do running backs. But CeeDee Lamb chops Lamb higher on the 9.5 receiving touchdowns. I saw this and I said to myself, is there a missing one in front of the 9? This seems like a gift, an early Christmas gift from Underdog saying, hey, take our money. And so I did. I smashed the higher on that one. And if I had to guess, we're doing a higher low show, but this is going to be very helpful from a fantasy football perspective. So if you're sitting there going, I might log off on this one, I can't play this in my current state. I'm going to speak to these players in ways that might make you go make a trade for them, might make you hang on to a player you might be looking to ship off. Maybe you're just looking for some darn good projections for some of these players that might be on your team. Not to mention we might open the phone lines after. So don't go anywhere. Doesn't matter if you can play these or not. This will help you from a fantasy perspective. And CeeDee Lamb will also help you from a fantasy perspective because 9.5 touchdowns seems like glory. Like taking candy from a baby. Maybe 14, 13. I'd be disappointed with 12 or 11, to be honest with you. Marvin Harrison Jr., 6.5. What are we doing?
Let's go! Mashed potatoes!
What are we doing? There's not a lot of time here. Week number. Get off the screen. You've had enough screen time, Brandon. We don't need you here. I'm sorry. We don't. We've had enough. We've had enough of that. We don't have a lot of time. Thursday's coming, and maybe you can play those season longs. Maybe you can't. But again, let this maybe be some sort of trade, nudge for you with some of these guys. But Lamb chops. Jamar Chase is an interesting, curious case because maybe he's signed by now. Let me pull up my X and refresh over and over because this thing could happen in any second. But there is word that Jamar Chase and the Bengals have kicked things into high gear. Okay, so we might have a Jamar Chase extension really, really soon. Maybe by tonight, emergency live stream. We'll be back for that. Very little time. So if you can do these higher lows, jump in right now, and we'll attack it right now together and figure out what the best course of action is. Here we go. Marvin Harrison Jr. What are we doing here? Why? First of all, we didn't do the lamb chop clip when we talked about Lamb.
Get lambed.
And it would be, I think, very reckless of us not to punch the Marvin Harrison Jr. eating footballs video clip when we're talking about MHJ grabbing 6.5. It's 7 touchdowns. 6.5 means he has to grab 7, right? And imagining him not catching 7 touchdowns by week 9 or 10 makes me laugh. Gives me a little belly laugh. And I'd be willing to say this. If Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't score 7 touchdowns on the year, I don't care if he gets hurt. I don't care if he gets abducted by aliens. I will go a mile with a 45-pound plate. I'll carry one of these 45-pound plates that I got down here an entire mile on a live stream if he doesn't score 7 touchdowns. This is ridiculous. This is taking candy from a baby. Smitty approved 7 touchdowns for MHJ.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Hi. What would you like?
Footballs, please. Lots of footballs, please.
Coming up.
By the way, no one has a sponsorship of this video yet. There's 2 spots on every video. No one's grabbed this one yet. $100 haulers. Your name's on the screen.
He's Marvin. He's 11 feet tall. And he loves to consume the football. He's Kyler. He's 4 feet tall. But Star and Marvin will answer the call. They're Kyler and Marvin.
So, Marvin, lock it in. And just from a fantasy perspective, again, we're going to do a weekly pick'em show. I'm going to have a weekly pick'em show here on the Fantasy Football Show. It's going to all be geared toward underdog pick'ems. But, again, the content you get from it is not Mickey Mouse, cookie cutter, mundane stuff. We're talking about the applicable things to your fantasy football leagues and contests. And right now we're talking long-term. But week 1... I'm punching an over if it's a 0.5 TD on Marvin, and I don't know if it is yet, but I assume it's going to be 0.5. It'll be a 0.5 touchdowns for Marvin, and when we get to the week 1 show next week, we will be punching the over in his first game, catching his first touchdown in week number 1. Smitty, who writes the lyrics for my stuff, while I'm recording, I don't write anything down. It's all impromptu, just like right now. I don't have a script. Who has time for a script when you go live 4, 5, 6, 7 hours a day? Even when I'm recording a song, I don't plan any of it. It's all impromptu. All right, here we go. Marvin Harrison Jr. Thank you, Smitty approved. Garrett Wilson. You know, when I saw this 7.5 touchdowns on the year, I thought to myself, oh my God, Aaron Rodgers got hurt again. And so I ran over to check the breaking news.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
And I strolled in, I combed the way the news wires, looked through X. I said, why is Garrett Wilson at 7.5 touchdowns on the higher or lower? And so I looked. I'm like, I do this for a living. I should know this. If Aaron Rodgers has gone down, I need to know. And I'm like, oh my God. This is what they actually put this line out there. They put this line out there. I smashed the higher. I'm smashing the higher for a living. I'm a higher smasher. That's what I do for a living.
Let's go! Mashed potatoes! Yeah, buddy.
What do you do for a living? I smash. I smash.
Let him cook.
Can you smash me higher to a place where Garrett Wilson sings? This man's crushing 7.5. He's hitting 8 like it's nothing. He might have 8 touchdowns by week 8. So on that note, we got a little video for that. Come on, man. Pick up.
Please leave your message after the tone.
Hey man, it's Devontae Adams again. Call me back, bro.
In your eyes, the light that hit yours, incomplete, flawless.
Your eyes,
Garrett Wilson and the boys.
your eyes,
Rogers has new toys.
your eyes,
The lights, the heat.
your
The
eyes,
Jets fan complete.
your eyes,
You don't want to test Sauce Gardner's heat.
your eyes.
I want to watch Brees.
Hall's quick feet. Jets country, let's ride. 7.5 smash. I'm like, is Aaron Rodgers okay? Do they know something we don't know on Aaron Rodgers? Tank Dell. I didn't know that Tank Dell is missing. I didn't know Tank Dell was suspended for half a season because it says he's getting 4.5 touchdowns. And so again, I hit the news wires. I combed over X and I couldn't find anything on Tank Dell other than he's going to cook in 2024.
Let him cook.
Smash.
You've just been Smitty.
What do you do for a living? I'm a higher smasher.
Mashed potatoes.
Jeez, man. These feel like they're taking candy from a baby. Higher, 4.5 TDs, Tank Dell. Garrett Wilson, 7.5, higher. Marvin Harrison Jr., MHJ, 6.5, higher. CeeDee Lamb's 9.5, higher. How do you play these? I'll tell you. You go to Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty, and you hit this link. I'm going to pin the link in the live chat. Link is in the description of every video. $20. Denny Spalding putting a $20 hauler on the board. Denny, this one's for you, pal. This one's
wanted. Smitty, can I just ask you one thing? Can we do karate in the garage? Cause they're wanted, dead or alive.
I got $20 haulers. I've got super chats coming in, so I will answer those in order which they're received. Give me a second. Let me just go through the rest of these real quickly. Cooper Kupp, 6.5 TDs higher. Again, I could give you the same song and dance. I didn't know what was wrong with them. I looked, nothing. The only thing I saw when I looked up Cooper Kupp was in the dictionary. It showed a man that lives in the red zone, a man that scores 6.5 touchdowns while he's injured. This is a walk in the park higher on Cooper Kupp, 6.5 TDs. Very, very easy call. And I don't have a video for Cooper Kupp, so that's unfortunate. So we're going to have to just hit the Mars men.
To Mars.
And
he's on a shuttle to Mars.
Cooper Kupp is on the Mars man
Man.
list, so it makes sense to smash
To Mars.
the Mars button. What can I say? 6.7. You think Cooper Kupp's not scoring 7 touchdowns? Am I wrong on these so far? Can someone give me an amen in the chat? Like, these are the... I pulled into the gas station right when we crossed the border, and we drove to California just for this. We drove right back. And Miss Smitty that thinks I'm crazy. Like, why are we driving to California? What are we doing? Don't worry, honey. This is gonna be a good little trip, little investment. we're gonna drop a couple hundo on some hires. Why can't we do this from home? Because you can't do this season long stuff in every single state, but you can play pick'ems, in pretty much every state. You have to check on the Underdog website. I have a list of states I can put up, but the season long are just a little different. And I don't see how any of these feel like stretches by any means. The only thing that can take these out are injury, like Christian Watson last year's injury. So absolutely smashing this Drake London 6. Does anybody here raise your hand if you're bold enough to say that Drake London can't get 7 touchdowns in his sleep? Higher. Boom. Injury is the only thing that's taken out. CeeDee, Marvin, Garrett Wilson, Tank Dell, Cooper Kupp, and London from grabbing these hires. So absolute smash. And while I don't have a specialized compartmentalized video for the man known as Drake London, we do have this beautiful, beautiful Smitty bunch video clip. Kirk Cousins, Alice is in the middle, Penix Jr. down at the bottom, Kyler at the top, and this wonderful family, two families forging one wonderful family. And at the corner there, you can see our boy Drake London in the top right corner, and he's going to be smashing like we're smashing this year at six touchdowns. Come on. Nico Collins, look, I love Tank Dell. Tank Dell, higher, 4.5 TDs. Nico Collins, this is just flat out disrespectful. 5.5. He's scoring 6 touchdowns. Tank scoring 5 touchdowns. You're telling me 11 both these guys are getting probably 11 touchdowns each. And we have a combined 11 touchdowns is really what we're working with. 6 and 5 is all we got to do. 5 to win this one. 6 to win this one. Higher. Smash the higher. Easiest thing I've seen all day.
You've just been Smitty.
And the final one, actually, no, not the final one. We got 3 more bonus ones down here. Xavier Worthy, 4.5 touchdowns. He caught one his really first preseason game and got 4 or 5 targets in 1 quarter of play. 4.5. He's going to crush this total as Mahomes and the boys do it live and do their worst.
Xavier Worthy, your wide receiver from the combine.
He can't catch.
Many say he won't make it at the next level.
Enough. Watch me. I must go back and make it right.
Xavier Worthy.
He can't catch. Just fast.
He won't make it.
Catch this. Great catch. Wow, nice catch. He's not overrated catching the ball.
He can really catch.
It's Chiefs season. Mahomes is scoring 45 plus touchdowns. Let them cook.
And I'm sorry, the disrespect by me when I did the Tank Dell prediction, I didn't play Tank Dell's video.
One Tank Dell special, please. Coming right up.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, and then we got a couple bonus ones. This one right here, Calvin Ridley, 875.5. I know a lot of us got burned on Calvin Ridley last year, but I mean, 875 is pretty cakewalk type stuff. So I'm going to put that right there. That's a real nice one. This one right here, I don't even remember what this one is. What is this? Coleman. Oh, Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman, 4.5 TDs higher. That's a that's a smash as well. What a smash! What a smash! 80 Mitchell, 550 yards. What are we doing? What do we do? Take my money, Underdog says. Take my money. Underdog says take their money, not us. Those are the hires, ladies and gentlemen. The hires. I didn't do any lowers. Those are all hires. I mean, I couldn't resist. These are the ones. This is the way. Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. You see it up above. Let's go ahead and take some phone calls. The fantasy football. Oh, actually, no phone calls. Don't call yet. We got to do these super chats. I'm sorry. Don't call yet. I'm not answering. Blake with a $20 hauler. G Money with a $20 wad as well. Looking like a straight up monster baller tonight. D Money, appreciate you. We've got so those two $20 haulers, and then we've got Sargent with the 5 spot. I'm going to put you right there, Sargent. Then we got Denny Spalding with the $5, and Denny also dropped, I think, a $20 hauler. I got to go find that one as well. This one from oh man, appreciate you dropping that one. We got Sam with a double $2 hauler back to back. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate you. Let me drop these all on screen, and then I'm going to help everybody one by one, starting with the $20 haulers. This one's I put that one right there, $10 hauler. This one from Andrew, which is a $5 hauler. Denny Spalding with the $20 sticker. That's why I didn't see it. Denny dropping a $20 sticker And I did celebrate that already, but Denny, I'm going to send you to Mars because... To Mars! That's where you belong, young man. Denny, appreciate you dropping the sticker on the screen, pal. Then we got Andrew. Did I put Andrew's up already? AR5, I did. AR5. This one's from Elevation. Appreciate you. This one's from Matt J. Appreciate you, Matt, dropping the 10 watt on screen. This one's from ZZ with a $10 hauler. I'm coming for you to give you a Mars shot. You're getting Mars shots now, not moon shots, Mars shots. I'm upgrading it. $5 hauler here from Just Sherman. Appreciate you. Blair with a $5 hauler. Appreciate you, Blair. Speak Your Peace with a $5 wad. Appreciate you. And Michael with a $10 hauler. Michael, that clears the board. And let's start off with G-Money's $20 hauler. G-Money says, hey, Smitty, just finished a draft. My team is QB Hurts, Daniels, wide receiver Jefferson, Devontae Smith, Dell, Dobbs, Gibbs, Jalen Warren, Benson, Wright, Keaton Mitchell, McBride, Taysom Hill. Any suggestions? That is a good team, bro. I'm going to put TP31s over here. Appreciate you dropping that. TP, I'm going to put you over there. You're going to get handled after I handle all the other ones. $20 go right to the front of the line. If anybody has a question they want an immediate answer to. This is a good squad. Hurts, JJ, Devontae Smith, Dell. You can't go wrong with those wide receivers. I mean, the fact that you got Gibbs on top of all that, you've got a little bit of a questionable running back too that could be glorious in Jalen Warren and Wright. So I'm kind of standing down unless I could get some sort of JD5 interest, which I wouldn't try. I would wait. This is a stand-down team. I'm going to give you a 7.8 until you get one waiver wire move, one player to pop off a little more than even expectation like JJ, and then you move right into the 8 to 8.4, the 8.3. You don't even need a trade to get there. It's just I'm going to leave a little room for advancement with this team with that running back 2 spot, but it's fantastic. 7.9, let's say. That's you're right there. Like I could, if I give you an 8.0, that means I'm telling you I'm pretty sure you're one of the final teams I would look at and say this team's winning the league. This team's winning the league, potentially at least in the top 2 or 3 teams. And TM dropping another 5. Or no, it's the same one. Pick a bit. Okay, got that one. Denny dropping another sticker. Denny's throwing down tonight. Denny, I'm going to answer the phone line for you in just a minute. So hang tight, and I want you to call in, Denny. Denny dropping straight up fire tonight.
'Cause they want it, dead or alive.
All right, Denny's dropped $40 already. I'm going to answer the phone for him. Denny, I do have to get these super chats out, so I'm going to answer because you've been dropping fire tonight. You deserve an answer.
All right.
Yeah, what can I do for you real quickly before I get to these super chats?
Just get back to me and be my friend.
Yeah, I am your friend. I'm always your friend. You don't have to send me a super chat to be my friend, but I do want to know what you're thinking with some of these hires. Did you see the show at all or no?
Yeah, I watched the show.
Okay.
Hey, maybe I lied about not watching the show.
Okay, you lied a little bit about that.
I watch the show all the time.
Okay.
Hey,
let me tell you these 4, and then I'll have you call back. CeeDee Lamb, 9.5 touchdowns, higher, smash, right?
Higher.
Yeah. Marvin Harrison Jr. 6.5. That's laughable.
Higher.
Yeah. Garrett Wilson 7.5 touchdowns.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson.
Receiver for the Jets, Denny. The receiver for the Jets, Denny.
Oh, hey, here's what I think about the Jets. Maybe something happens to that guy, that old guy.
The Aaron Rodgers old guy? Come on, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
I'm sorry. I'm an old guy.
All right, Denny, don't go anywhere. Denny, call me back. Let me get these super chats out of the way, then call me back, all right?
All right, I'll call you back.
All right, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. TM42, $20 hauler. Marker board, please, Smitty. 12-team super flex. Let's see here. 12-team super flex. TM42. Mahomes. AR5. It's solid, man. Gibbs, Debo. I don't know what you want me to write it out just so it looks beautiful. Gibbs, White. I'm tempted to trade Rachaad White just into a bigger, stronger, better player, but you don't need to. It's fantastic. This team is really, really good. Debo, Dell, Worthy, Chase Brown, Coleman, Drake May. I'd be tempted to trade Drake May away. You got Dell. Drake May away because you're set at quarterback. It doesn't hurt to have 3, but I wonder if you could get this Rachaad White. You can pump this up a little bit. Rachaad White and Drake May in a super flex. These two guys for a slightly better. Josh Jacobs. Maybe you don't like Jacobs more. I do. Etienne. Maybe you don't like Etienne more. I do. Achane, Kyren, etc. Maybe even Pacheco. Now, if you like Rachaad White as much as any of those guys, don't do it. But this is a quarterback in a super flex. People are willing to overpay for a quarterback. You also have Bo Nix, so you can get rid of Drake May. I'd even trade away Bo Nix if I needed to. But great team. Great team. I don't want to touch any of it except for upgrading Rachaad White a little bit. And this is not a Rachaad White hate show. We had him on the Moon Man list. One could say no one on earth had higher expectations for Rachaad White and predicted bigger, stronger, better things out of Rachaad White than we did. G Money, appreciate you dropping this one here, bro. And again, this team is straight up fire. Hurts, Daniels, wide receiver. This is great. This is such an amazing team. If Jaylen Warren or Wright step up and become an every down starter for you at some point, you're an 8.5 on that move alone. Right now, I'm putting you at 7.9, so you just explore trades and try and work on getting this thing built up a little bit more. Ricardo with the $20 hauler, putting you right there. Super chats of $20 or more get immediate attention. Hey, Smitty, I need a little help. Got to start 2, but I don't know which. Reed, Rice, or Neighbors. You have to go Rice and Neighbors. Even if Reed outscores him, Blair, one of those guys, it's the right call. It's the absolute right call. You can't sit Rice. You can't sit Neighbors. They're going to be volume hogs. They're while Neighbors isn't in a great offense, it doesn't matter, bro. He's going to be force-fed. He's going to be force-fed. Reed is the number 3 wide receiver on paper. We all know Reed plays better than that, and he can play better than that. But Reed is the guy that won't even be on the field when there's 2 wide receiver sets, which Green Bay runs a lot of 3 wide receiver sets, more than enough. But I'm just saying that's the number 3 wide receiver. He could have a very great year, very great week 1, but you can't go wrong starting Neighbors and Rashee Rice, especially with Hollywood Brown out week 1. So $20 hauler, Smitty, thoughts on my team so far. 10-man standard, Burrow, Lamb, London, Nico, Kyren, Rachaad White, Kincaid, Tank Dell, Moss, Ridley, Bowers, Sharbs, Hollywood, Jaden Daniels, not Jalen, and Davis with Brooks on IR. I love the Brooks on IR for a lot of you. It's really a nice piece of trade bait later, or you could trade a Rachaad White like in your lineup and put Brooks right in. I'm going to tell you what I told, I think it was G Money. Get rid of Rachaad White if you can. Not saying he's bad. Not saying I don't like him. But if you can maybe somehow, some way, find an opportunity to use him, and he's your running back too, so you got to be careful. You got to go after an RB, but you're trying to get a Pacheco, a Jacobs, a Kyren, an Achane, an Etienne. I even like Walker more than Rachaad White. And Walker's not a far cry from Rachaad White's ADP. In some worlds, they're pretty damn close. And maybe you don't have to give up all that much. You already have Charbonnet. So whether it's Hollywood Brown that you're giving up to make this happen, whether it's Jaden Daniels even, whether it's you waiting until Davis gets in the lineup, whether it's trading Brooks away who's on IR to upgrade that Rachaad White piece, you might even get better than Walker if you do Brooks. Brooks and Rachaad White for a player as big as Achane or Kyren or even Pacheco, in my opinion, would be more than worth it in that situation. Jax, appreciate your super chat here. I got you and put you in the corner. Garrett, appreciate your $10 hauler, putting you in the corner, pal. James, appreciate your $5 hauler, putting you right there, pal. Coming for you in a second. Just hang tight for me. And, oh man, I'm dropping another super chat. I'll remember to try and attach that. Denny dropping a $2 sticker, just saying hi. I mean, what an amazing guy this guy Denny is. Blowing kisses to me in a sticker. You guys see the sticker? Denny is a absolute fan of this show. There's no doubt about it. He tried to play it off like he doesn't watch, but we know he does now, and that makes me happy. Michael with a $10 hauler. Get a Mars shot, my guy. To Mars is right. Michael, 10 PPR 10-man league. Josh Allen, Bijan, A.J. Brown, Achane. Wow. Kupp, Kincaid, Flowers. Unbelievable. Would I try and upgrade Flowers a tiny bit using Chase Brown, using maybe TJ Hawkinson for somebody that wants to wait on him? Maybe Deontay Johnson's got a whole bunch of value right now. Upgrades from Flowers include, honestly, I'd rather have Tank Dell. I like Flowers a lot. I do. I just don't like his ADP. His ADP is too costly. So you downgrade into Tank. I wonder if you get something. Some might not like Tank more than Flowers. And I understand that. I get it. Flowers is presumed to be his the number one option for Lamar. But when's Lamar had a top 25 wide receiver? The answer is never. So maybe that changes. I get it. History is made to be changed, and streaks like that are meant to be broken. But give me mother freaking Tank Dell, who I think can be the number one wide receiver in Houston, not the number 3. So I would say that I'm looking to make that swap. But if you can't get that done, there's still plenty of opportunity to trade a Flowers for Rashee Rice. Would I give up a Hawkinson? Would I give up a Deontay to get that done? Absolutely. Those are 2 wide receivers I would look to upgrade him into. And that's just me. You don't have to do it. If you like Flowers, if he's your boy, if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan and you don't want to get rid of that fun aspect of watching football on Sundays, then don't do it. But that's the weak link. I don't think you're taking that team straight in to the season, pal. It is a good squad. That is the only thing I'm looking to do. Speak your piece. Should I trade Jamar Chase for JJ? At this point, I would. Look, I'm refreshing Speak your piece on this, and it should happen between now and maybe 48 hours. The Jamar Chase extension. But what if it doesn't? What if it doesn't? It could. It should. I'd buy Chase low if possible. This isn't low. This territory is one of those things where you're getting out of a very risky situation. Where's that super chat? Let me go back to it. Speak your piece. JJ is easily worth grabbing, right? Like, you could draft JJ over Chase pretty easily right now. Not that I don't consider Chase like a near next player to draft, but I would take JJ over Chase right now. So I would say make that trade if you can. Forgot my QBs. Oh, yeah, I'm coming for you. Oh, man, I appreciate you. Blair, Gibbs, Achane, Connor is all I got. Now I'm cooked. Why you cooked? You got Gibbs, Achane, and Connor. And Benson's probably not that hard to get. But, bro, that's a really good trio. I mean, hopefully you backed him up. If you didn't, you need to try and maybe work on that. I don't know why you would have, punted that the backup situation. Cuffing those guys is vital. Offered Swift and Higgins for Kyron. I would take Kyron in a second. He countered with Swift and London. Smash it. I'd do it. Do it. I like it. And to be honest with you, Swift and Higgins, I mean, I would try and stand firm on London if you think it's going to work. But, I'm taking Achane if that's what it costs. But I would try. I would try a little bit longer, I guess. But don't ruin the deal either. Just Sherman, $5 hauler, had pick 9 at a 12-man. Okay, Kyler, St. Brown, Kupp, Barkley, Ford, McBride, Devontae Smith, Godwin, and outstanding squad. Just outstanding. And I like Ford. I don't even want you to trade Ford, to be honest. I really like Ford. Godwin and Ford for one better player, though, would be entertaining. Go to the Connor owner, see if you can send Benson to the Connor owner. This is tough. It's a real close situation. Denny, I'll answer one more time, Denny, but you got to call when I'm done with these super chats. Denny, go ahead, pal, real quickly. I got to finish the super chats. When I open the phone lines, call in. But what do you got real quick?
Go ahead, pal. All right. I snagged right. in late in Dynasty League. The top most wanted outlaws, Miami running back.
Yeah, right's good.
These outlaws are on the run. Trying to.
Appreciate Denny, I got to answer these super chats. Call in when I open the phone line. But Jalen Wright is fantastic. Nice grab.
Yeah, I got that from you. Oh, and then there was another one I got from you. All right. It was, all right. Who's that? Oh, what's going on over there in Kansas City, Sweet? Oh, Jude.
You call me Sweetie? What?
I call you Sweetie? What?
What can I do for you, Denny? I appreciate you,
I
by
thought
the
you
way.
said I was okay, Spider.
I'm okay, Spider. All right, Spider, call back in. Call back in a second, all right? Call back in a second. Appreciate it. Denny, don't go anywhere. Make sure you call back in. All right. Just Sherman had 9 pick. This is great team. I think I said, am I trading Benson and Godwin? Maybe. Am I trading Ford and Godwin? Maybe, but I love Ford. I love Ford right now. He's going to ball out. People are going to be like, that's why Ford is on the Moon Man list.
Let him cook.
The Moon Men, dropping loads in outer space.
Look at Ford. Ford is running back 35 to 40.
Space Monsters.
Space Monster. Space Monster indeed. So, look for a trade. Don't force a trade. How about, I got it, just Sherman. Godwin and Kyler for 1 upgrade QB move. If not, maybe let Ford go out there and prove his worth. Ford's going to go ball. $10 holler Mars shot for you.
2 Mars.
Appreciate you. Just did my main league, Smitty. I got Mahomes, Brees, Gibbs, Debo, Dell, Kincaid, and James Cook. I had 0 interest in Cook, but couldn't pass him up. I don't blame you in that context, bro. It's people that take Cook in like 3rd round that I'm like, no. But I would still try and shop them, but that's all you're shopping, man. I don't you got to maybe look at some bench pieces. I don't want you getting rid of a single piece of this starting lineup. That's an 8.0 minimum. I haven't even looked at your bench, bro. I haven't even looked at your bench. It's 8.0, but trade a Cook and a bench guy for 1 bigger, stronger player. And Cook should be okay in week 1. He should start out pretty decent until he fumbles the ball or gets hurt. And I think Ray Davis takes over. Or just make sure you have Ray Davis, and then you might not need to do anything. But what a squad, Z. Appreciate you dropping that. What a move. $10 holler from Matt J getting a Mars shot.
2 Mars.
That little laser just makes it so enjoyable. It's like what's that? Somebody has a name. I forget what it's called, the ASMR or whatever the hell it is. Where's that guy? He super chatted somewhere in here. ASMR or whatever. I think that's what it's called, right? That little laser is like ASMR to me.
2 Mars.
Matt J, $10 holler. Lamar, Bijan, Zamir. Okay, we're trying to maybe look at upgrading Zamir. I like him, but we're trying to... Denny. Damn it, Denny. Denny, what can I do for you, Denny? Real quick, is this an emergency? I'm answering just in case you're in trouble. Can you wait until...
I'm not in trouble.
Okay, just real quickly, Denny. It's like I'm talking to my kid. My kid does this. I'm like, I'm still at work. I'm still on a live stream. I told you I'll call you in 20 minutes. Why are you calling at 11 minutes?
I thought you said that we were gonna get some ice cream.
Denny, I got a dump.
No. You know what got into my head, Smitty? Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford popped into my head.
That's because I just said his name.
Did you?
Yeah, we did the Moon Man list. I showed it. We celebrated his name. Jerome Ford. Smitty approved.
Jerome Ford.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Denny, call back. Call back. Okay, call back.
Smitty is clearing the phone line. Phone line dump activated.
We're sorry, the number you have reached is not in service. Please check the number and try your call again. This is a recording.
You must all call back later. Smitty dumped the phone line. Don't get mad. Don't get sad. Don't be an angry, bitter Chad.
We're sorry, your call cannot be...
All right, Denny, I can't answer until I'm done with these super chats. Zamir, can we trade Zamir? MHJ and Pittman, put Laporta, very, very good team. Rice and Coleman. Yeah, you got some flexibility here. Pittman's flexible to be traded. Keep Rice. Don't trade Coleman because he hasn't gained value yet. But like Pittman and Zamir for one better player, bro. Pittman and Zamir for one better player. I'm doing it live. Then you could put in Coleman if you want. No, Chase Brown. You're putting Chase Brown into your lineup. He can't be on your bench. So that's what I do. Sell Zamir plus Pitt. I didn't even read it at the bottom. We're great minds think alike there, Matt. He says Zamir and Pittman for a big piece. Yes. I would say, I mean, damn, you could go through so many names that like starting from Pacheco down. You know, go high up and ask for Achane and Kyren, and then go to Pacheco, then go to Jacobs. But like a Walker would work for me. Walker would be perfectly fit. Jacobs would be perfectly fit. Pacheco probably costs a little more, but you try. And even if it was a receiver, you know, like Cooper Kupp, or I've seen Cooper Kupp get so devalued. I'd take, dare I say, am I crazy? I'd take Dell over this. I would. I don't care what people think. I don't care. I want my guys, and I'm willing to overpay a little bit after the draft to get it done. $10 holler, Mars shot.
To Mars.
James Devlin needs extreme help. That's a surprise. Okay, Elevation, appreciate you. $10 holler, full PPR, 10-man, 2 flex. Mahomes, Brees, Kyren, Achane. Jeez, Laporta, Dell, DJ Moore, Worthy, Coleman. Let's go a little. You gotta wait. Worthy or Coleman? Start Worthy or Coleman. I'm gonna go Worthy in week 1 with Hollywood out. I'm gonna go Worthy, but I love Coleman. I love both of them. Drafted Dell over Rice. Thank you. Well, I don't want to say that I necessarily agree with that. I think they're both equals. I think Rice and Dell are damn equals. I want both of them. I don't know if you noticed, but Rice and Worthy are on the Moon Man list.
The Moon Men, dropping loads in outer space.
So Rice, Worthy.
He's on a shuttle to Mars. Mars.
I mean, Dell is on the Mars Man list, so I guess I maybe lean Dell, but like I wouldn't say like, oh, I did this thanks to you. Like they're both really good. But that's the best advice I can give you if your team. Your team is really good, and I probably wait if you don't get any amazing trades and just take that straight in. How did I do? AR5, JD5, Kyren, K9, Corum, Sharbs, Debo. So you're cuffed up. You got AR5. You got Debo, Chase, Devontae Smith, Rashee Rice. It's a really good team. And, you know, maybe and I love K9. I almost don't want you trading K9, but maybe you upgrade K9 using Rice or Hollywood if the time comes. But you might want Rice and Hollywood to gain value. Obviously, Hollywood's out. I don't think I want to trade Devontae Smith. You could explore maybe going and getting a top 5 player, but if you throw Devontae Smith in there, but definitely don't need to do anything and almost don't want to, because the players you would trade will gain value, so you wait a week. Okay, $10 Mars shot from my boy Chase.
To Mars.
Chase, appreciate you, bro. Rate my team: Mahomes, CMC, Josh Jacobs, Harrison Jr., Neighbors, Dell, Evan Ingram, Mostert, Scary Terry, Chase Brown, Hollywood Brown, James Mason, Jordan Mason, Jalen Wright, DeAndre Hopkins. It's a good team. Mahomes, CMC, Josh Jacobs. I'm gonna say stand down. Like, what are you really gonna accomplish by trading anything? You know, like I'd be a little bit worried. I would let all these guys go ball out, bro. You have no real incentive to make a trade at this point. You got to kind of let it all hang out in week 1. Just let it go. Let it go in week 1. Do it live. I think it'll work out. I think you're gonna have a good team. $1 hauler from Speedy. Speedy, appreciate you dropping the super chat, my guy. Speedy to the moon. Speedy to the moon. Thanks, Speedy. Okay, well, Chase, walk into the season, bro. Let that team do its worst. And when I say do your worst, that means do good. Go tear up the league and then come back. I think you're a candidate for maybe selling high, buying low for sure. What's up? Going Dell or tank? What's up? We going Dell or tank? Half PPR. I think I'm going to go tank Dell. Sam, I don't know what you're saying here. You meant to type. Are you talking about Nico or Dell? Because you're talking about the same person, Sam. Rice or Dell. Okay, there we go. So that was the question that guy just had. He said, Smitty, I traded Rice for Dell. And he's like, thank you. As if I recommended that. And I'm not, because Rice is a higher ADP. So, at cost, I'd rather have Dell. But 1 for 1, I'm taking Rice before Dell. And then I'm drafting Dell after a round later. So I'm kind of trying to get both of them. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean that I want Rice over Dell, but I'm drafting Rice over Dell. But at cost, I'd rather have Dell, because maybe I could get Kyron or Achane or Jacobs or Pacheco where Rice is going, and I could get Dell later. Or I just draft both of them. Rate my draft: 12-man, Brees, MHJ, Achane, London, Devontae Smith, Jalen Warren. Very good squad. And then I think forgot QBs are Kyler and Stafford. So Kyler, Brees Hall, MHJ, Achane, London, Devontae Smith, Jalen Warren. Fantastic squad. Nothing to trade, nothing to do. Let the team go out and cause some chaos. I don't want you trading a single starter. I love the freaking team. And then we'll assess it when you come back. Sometimes the best move is no move. And any move would require you getting rid of somebody I really like. So no. Character looking impressed, saying, whoa! Thank you for that sticker. My guy, Denny. Denny, the phone lines are almost open. Don't call in yet, but almost open. What's up, Smitty? I saw your recent video regarding 6 running back sleepers. Picking up Braylon Allen off waivers. Who do I drop? Demarcus Robinson or Taysom Hill? Depends if you need a tight end. Taysom Hill's a good backup. I'd probably drop Demarcus Robinson if I'm dropping anybody. But is there a world where he does good? Yeah, but Whittington is the guy we kind of like becoming the guy eventually. So I would say drop DeMarcus Robinson. But yeah, go pick him up, bro. You need the cuff. You need Allen bad. If Allen's out there for any of you, pick up Braylon Allen. Window cleaning. Appreciate you, pal. Any general strategies on drafting in a 14-team league? Yeah, I would say try to get away with balance. Try and come out of rounds 1 and 2 with the running back, wide receiver, running back. Do not force it. Let best player available guide you. But having balance will give you a real sense of freedom in round 3 and 4 where you could make your biggest mistake. You know how they say you don't win your league with your first rounder, but you can lose it with your bad pick in round 1. I think where you win a 14 and 16 team league is at rounds 3 and 4. And a lot of it comes down to, are you forcing something because of position of need and ruining your opportunity? I also think having a quarterback like Mahomes or Hurts in round 3, if you get one, is so advantageous, and then Stroud a round or 2 later, because they can carry you every week. And in a 14-team league, I think it's pretty hard to be a bottom cellar dweller team with a top 3 quarterback. $10 hauler from Crypto.
Too much.
Crypto, appreciate you, my guy. And Speedy, thanks again for the $1 hauler. I don't know if you sent a message somewhere else, but I didn't. It's not attached to it. I'll look for it. Hey, Smitty, just finished my home draft 10-man league. First pick, Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, AR5, Monty, Najee, Rice. Like it. I'm trading Adams and Najee for one bigger, stronger, better player like a Kyron or an Achane. I'm trading Monty and maybe, Monty and or Harris with Adams if possible. I don't love Adams. I think third round's pretty decent value, but I'd sell off that. I would try and get rid of him at cost. I don't think Adams. I think Adams hates where he is. I'm just trying to get rid of him. 12 team number 5. You do that, you get the right move. Don't go giving up the world. Get a good player. Don't trade Adams and Najee away and then you come back, or Monty especially, and you come back with a player that's not better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to bring it to the channel. TP31. And if you got ideas to kick around, bring them to me. But, like, I would say, the HN Kyron, Barkley. And if you're going after a receiver, Amon-Ra, like type MHJ maybe type of player. I forget who you have at this point, but like bring the ideas based on the teams and who owns who, and you come up and construct a trade and then bring it to me and we'll iron it out. 12-man 5-pick. Bijan, MHJ, Achane, Mahomes, Tank, Dell, McLaurin, Monty. Very, very good squad. Freaking fantastic. Pick one pick from Mostert. Oh, 1 pick away from getting sniped. I got you. Where's right? Do you have right? Where's right? Right? Where's right? Wrong. Right?
Wrong. Muy mal.
If you don't have right,
take a lap. Take a lap.
Take a lap. TP 331. But I still love the team other than that. Am I trying to trade Pollard? And, I love McLaurin. I don't really want to trade him. But if I could trade Pollard or Reed, Pollard or McLaurin for one monster, I would do it. If I could trade Monty and McLaurin or Monty and Reed for one monster, I'm doing it as well. And anybody in the second round type of player. TP, appreciate you dropping the super chat. James with the $5 says, hey, y'all, Denny, I'm sorry. I got to get through the super chats. Call in after. How did I do? 12-team Superflex. AR5, DKT, Rice, Saquon, Kyron, Muth, Stafford, Bench, Monty, Watson, Mason. Denny, when I'm done, call in, though. I want you to call in. Good team. T, Rice, DK. Yep. Saquon, Kyron, Muth. Like it. Monty. I'm trading Monty and maybe T or Monty and DK for a top 5 wide receiver. If you do that, then you're an 8.4 instead of a 7.9. Right there on the verge. Maybe needing a top waiver wire guy, needing a trade, needing your team just to overperform a little to get into the 8.0 territory. $10 hauler gets a Mars shot.
To Mars.
Yes. 10-team 6-point TD pass. Mahomes, smash. Bijan, Pacheco, Marvin, Malik Neighbors, T. Higgins, smash. Pickens, Deontay, smash. Chase Brown, love it. Worthy, love it. You got lots of depth. Brooks and Deontay for one player. Brooks and T. Higgins for one better player. Even Brooks and Neighbors for one better player. Chase Brown and one of those receivers for one better player. I don't know that I want to move Mahomes, Bijan, Pacheco, or Marvin. And I kind of like Neighbors and almost don't want to move him at the cost you got him. But I would if I'm getting an upgrade like St. Brown type levels. I don't know if I would trade T, Higgins, and Brooks for like London or higher. It would be tough to go any lower than that. I think Cooper Kupp would be fantastic as well. Go get Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp for any combos of Brooks, Deontay, and Higgins. Or Neighbors, I want a little higher return, but he's certainly in the mix to be traded to upgrade. You just make sure you're upgrading. If you're upgrading, I don't mind losing a Chase Brown. I don't mind losing a Neighbors. But if I'm upgrading and you have a lot of depth to put in, Worthy type players, I think you have the opportunity to do that. What moves do I make, Smitty? 10-team PPR, Lamar, Caleb Williams, Lamar, Brees, Gibbs, Zamir, Kupp, Debo, Higgins. Love the trade, or the team. Andrews. Higgins and Zamir for Higgins and Zamir. Zamir's your 3, so you could get rid of Zamir as an RB and go after a wide receiver. Let's go cross position. Zamir and Higgins for Cooper, darn Kupp. Higgins and Zamir for Puka Nacua. Higgins and Zamir for Drake London. Higgins and Zamir for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Higgins and Zamir for Jamar Chase. We need to start maybe poking at Jamar Chase. There's a time to buy him and a time not to buy him. I think now is the time to buy him because you're not having to pay top 5 wide receiver value. And in trade, you might get away with like number 12 overall type of return on investment on a trade. So you might want to look into that. That would be pretty darn good. Dalton, appreciate your super. I'm going to put you guys all here in order in which they've been received. Speedy dropping a $5. He dropped a 1 earlier, and I think that is so he gets his question in there. Great job. Good thinking, Speedy. You read my mind. Follower, $10 hauler. Appreciate you dropping that. Andrew with a 5 wad. These are all going to go in order in which they were received. So I'm going to drop them all on top of each other in this order. Garrett dropping a $2 hauler. All time. Appreciate you dropping your super chat, young man. And I think I got Garrett's right. I think I got to put Garrett's on here again because I'm not sure if I did. Ray G with the $5 holler. Ray G, appreciate you dropping fire tonight. Skyward, thank you for the $10 holler. Coming for you, pal. Blair with a $10 holler. Vegas Mark with a $5 holler. And George P with a darn $20 drop right now. George, appreciate you. You're going to get immediate attention. And I don't know, let's give you a let him cook. So all those super chats are ready to rumble. George with a $20 holler, 12-team PPR. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Don't forget, guys, you want to play Underdog Fantasy Pick'ems, just hit that link in the description. It's pinned. And it's doing. Hold on, Denny, you gotta stop. You gotta wait till I open the phone lines. I'm gonna answer for you though, Denny. I will. I promise you. But I gotta get through the super chat.
Oh, they had a George. I thought he came in nice. Okay.
George, no spider.
Yeah, George. What? I thought you. Okay, Smitty. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, Denny, you got to call back in, though. I'm waiting for you. I will be waiting for you. I want you to call in. Do you have anything specific right now before I hang up? Because, bro, you've been dropping fire tonight. I appreciate your super chats. I love you, pal. What can I do for you real quickly? But I want you calling back. Make sure you call back. Don't pass out. Don't go get food. Hang tight. I need you to call in.
Smitty wants... Yeah, Smitty says it's okay. Yeah, I stay up, Ma,
say you can stay up?
All right, Smitty.
Are you in the basement? All right, then you call back. Call back.
George's coming in hot with a 20, huh?
Yeah, Denny, appreciate you coming in with a 20.
I'll call you back, man. You're my friend.
You're my friend.
Me and Smitty just talk. They don't even know that we talk when the whole show's over. Me and Smitty talk. Just
this guy calls the phone line in the middle of the night.
I love that, man. That makes my day.
All right, Denny, call back in a little bit. Just make sure you call back.
Okay.
All right, later. This guy, B for 3 dropping a $5 wad, and then I'm Tay drops a $20 hauler. Appreciate you, George with a 20 wad here. 12-team PPR, 3 wide receivers. What's he got here? 3 wide receivers. So you got Garrett Wilson. You've got Gibbs, Kupp, Walker, AR5, Kincaid, Worthy. Love the team, bro. Nothing you can even do here. Move Brooks to IR for Braylon Allen off waivers. Understand that, and I'm doing that. Drop Mason for Wright. I would drop Pop Douglas for Wright and keep Jordan Mason. I just don't know that Pop Douglas. Like you're not a team that's going to start Pop Douglas. I like where your mind's at. Go get Mason. Go get all those running backs. But I would drop Pop Douglas. I am Tay with a 20 wad on screen. I am Tay. Appreciate you.
Let him cook.
I am Tay. Dropping it. St. Brown, Kyron, Jacobs, Debo, Hurts, Scary Terry, Rashee Rice, Kincaid, Brooks. Love the team. What are you going to do? Upgrade what? Hurts, leave it. St. Brown, Kyron, Jacobs, Debo, leave it. Scary Terry, maybe. I love him. I want to see him play. I want to see what he does. Is this a top 10 wide receiver this year under JD5's command? And Rashee Rice, top 10 wide receiver? I think you just play this out, young man. Let J-Mo go prove himself. Let Chase Brown go prove himself. Let these guys cook. And then I'm Tay, you come in and we start cooking up week 2 buy low offers. But I don't want you touching the thing. Stand down order in effect for you. Stand down.
Alert. Stand down order in effect.
What a team. What a team. Blair with a $2 hauler. My bad on double send. Thought I missed it, says Blair. You don't have to apologize on double send, pal. Appreciate you. Benji, thinking of cashing in on London in Dynasty 12-team 1 QB. Should I sell? What should I get? London Gold, we call him, is not somebody I'm sending off unless I'm getting MHJ and redraft. If this is, what is this, Dynasty? Dynasty, you can't get MHJ, but you could give up something. Like if I'm selling and I'm trying to go get MHJ, would I sell a first rounder in London? Yeah, you bet your damn dollar I would. Would I sell London to go get maybe a running back like Kyron H. and Pacheco? Sure. Jacobs, no, he's a little, I think too, you could say, tread ripped off the tires a little more than I would like for a dynasty move or maneuver. Would I use London to go get a quarterback like Mahomes or Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts if I didn't have a QB really at all? Like maybe. Like that's a weird move you could do that might get it done if someone's got a quarterback that's developed into a pretty damn good quarterback. But like, what do you want to sell? London's a top 7 to 10 wide receiver. Neighbors, sure. Dynasty, take Neighbors in a second over London because of the upside. If you're going to go lower than like St. Brown or, I don't even know what you could cook up in terms of like a late second round wide receiver because London's right there. I would say you're going after like a Dell and something special, a Rashee Rice and something like if you do that, that's a downgrade from London. I think you're undervaluing London. London can get you Rashee Rice and more. Not to mention Rashee Rice is going to get suspended next year for at least half a season. So 10-man Hurts, Chase, Waddle, Gibbs, Najee, McBride, Dell, Worthy, Thomas Jr., Spears, Coleman, Dowdle. I'm trading Dowdle or I'm trading Najee. One of the two or both for one player. I'm trading Dowdle and maybe Waddle for a top 4 wide receiver. I'm trading Najee and probably Thomas Jr. for a Jacobs, ETN. I'm trading Dowdle and Thomas Jr. for Walker. I'm going and getting MHJ. I think Dowdle alone could get you like a Rashee Rice potentially. He's a starting running back. People value that. Austin, $5 hauler, 14-man, 6-point per TD pass. Allen, Cousins, Nix, Lamb, Dell, JSN. Love the team. Any moves? Well, I should say I don't love the team. I like the team. I think it's a 14-teamer, so I get what you were facing. And Allen and Dell and McBride is some serious power in a 14-teamer. But do I like the quorum Zeke Rashad White? I don't really love Rashad White. I'm trying to wiggle out of Rashad White, and maybe you got to use a JSN. Maybe you got to use a potential quorum. Maybe you're trying to turn Rashad White into Kyron, and you can give up something to do that. But Lamb, Dell, Josh Allen, and McBride is fantastic in a 14-teamer. Try and take Rashad White. Go to the Kyron owner and try and give him Rashad White and something. I just don't know what you would give him. You don't really have anything in between, right? Lad, gain some value maybe. Dell, I don't want you giving Dell and Rashad White unless you're getting a stud, top 5, like running back stud. And quite honestly, you might be best off waiting. But JSN and Rashad White, maybe they get you a Pacheco, maybe they get you a Jacobs, maybe they get you an ETN. Would I trade Rashad White straight up for Walker? Yes. Would I give up something small like JSN or Ladd? Probably. Maybe Walker's your ticket out because it's not that crazy. Smitty, hardest draft? It was almost like everybody had the same strategy. I couldn't counter anything, but I did the best player available approach, says Joel. Joel, did you send me your team already? I'm already blanking out on what your team was. I mean, I see so many messages. I don't know. Maybe you didn't put it in, or maybe you sent it earlier. But look, it is what it is. You're never going to have a perfect draft every time. But I think if you're taking the best player available every time you're on the clock, you'll never draft a bad team. You just may have a less advantageous team as you could have had if someone let somebody fall a little too far or whatever. But like, you're taking the best player available, you're not screwing up. I'm gonna draft with some of you. I do a couple follower drafts that we've created, and I'm in a draft right now. It's one of them, and I have like 4 of them. And every year we redo them. We started them a long time ago, and I just continue to do them. I don't like to bail on anybody. And in this particular draft, I'm going best player available because it's Snipe City. It's everybody from the show. The running backs are gone. Achan, Kyra, and all those guys go right away. And so I took. Let me go to my team real quick. Hold on. I might even be on the clock. And my team is straight fire, but I have no running backs. I'm going 0 RB because I have to. That's the point. Is like, I'm a big RB guy, right? I'm a big balance guy, but this is proof in the pudding that I go best player available no matter what. Because if I'm in a room where everybody's saying, okay, Smitty's saying draft running backs, and everybody starts drafting running backs, like, I'm not going to get the luxury of having running backs unless they force it, and I'm not going to force it. I'll go 0 RB before I force it. I'll go 0 wide receiver before I force it. And if balance is there, I like it. I went Tyreek Hill at number 4 overall. Bijan went 3. I could have went Hall. I almost went Hall, but I went Tyreek Hill. Everybody was gone. Even Jacobs was gone by the time I came back around. So I said, you know what? You're going to give me Marvin Harrison Jr. at 2.9. I'll take it. And then we came around. Mahomes is there. I'm not going to force Devontae Adams, or I don't like it. Give me Mahomes. So I've got Tyreek Hill, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Mahomes. Then I come back around. I don't like all these players that are falling at running back still. I take Travis Kelce. I have Mahomes and Kelce. I have Tyreek Hill, Marvin Harrison Jr., and I have 0 RBs. So adjust and adapt season, baby. You got to do it. 10-team PPR, Mahomes, Kyron, Mixon. I don't like Mixon. Laporta, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Smith, Ridley, love it. Pickens and Mixon for 1 player. JSN and Mixon for 1 player. Do it live. Love it. Do that. You're an 8.4 right now. You're a 7.5 with Mixon. That's how big of a difference this is. You trade Mixon off using the bench pieces. This team transforms in front of your very eyes from a team that I'd say you're probably like pushing 5 or 6 in your draft, maybe, to where I'm like, you're probably the lead dog. You get rid of that deal exactly the way I described it. Mars shot for Blair.
To Mars.
Appreciate Blair dropping fire. 1 QB, PPR, 8-man league. 8-man's easy. Everyone's teams are stacked, so you got to have that difference maker, which is why I always say if you're going to win, you kind of almost need Mahomes, Josh Allen, or Hurts. But Stroud might be that crafty, okay, I'm the guy. I can do it. Like Dak did last year. I'm not a running quarterback like everybody else, but I can do it. I can hang with these guys. I'm going to throw 45 touchdowns. Like, that's how Stroud's going to do that. And look, Jordan Love is fantastic too. Gibbs, Achan, Connor, Amon-Ra. Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Achan, Connor. Very good. MHJ, Neighbors, Rice. This is great. Brian Thomas Jr., McBride. Love the team. Brian Thomas Jr. maybe in Connor. Brian Thomas Jr. and Connor for just a slight RB upgrade. Or you could go to the Benson owner and try and give him, I mean, you could give him Brian Thomas Jr. for Benson. You know, it's a lot, but I mean, it gives you security. Or see what they want for Connor. See if you can trade him BT and Connor for one slightly better player. Skyward with a 10 wad. Appreciate you, Skyward, for dropping straight fire. To Mars, indeed. Smitty, my squad, draft order, Brees, ETN, Laporta, Zay. Don't love Zay in the 4th. I gotta admit that puts you under 8. It puts you in the 7s. This is too early. Pittman on top of that, 2 reaches for me. I know they're crafty, but those aren't the receivers I want. This is a great start. It's ballsy. It's RB tight end, but these are probably the 2 receivers that I don't personally want in this situation. But it doesn't mean that they're not going to do well for you. It doesn't mean that they're bad. It doesn't mean they're busts, and I don't think you should just trade them for nothing. But I'm trying to trade like Brooks and Zay, Brooks and Pittman. You keep one of them, but upgrade the other into anything along the lines of a Cooper Kupp or you know, I don't even know. Rashee Rice could be an interesting upgrade, but A.D. Mitchell's fantastic as well. Burrow, I'd like to see you upgrade Burrow a little bit using maybe one of those wires. All right, no, you need to keep them. Let's see. What wide receiver could you go get? You could go get MHJ using Brooks, and maybe you could even use Brooks and Rome. Brooks and Rome, or Zay and Brooks, or Pittman and Brooks, and you know, reach as high as Puka, reach as high as Cooper Kupp, reach as high as Drake London. Olave's even intriguing. Debo, of course. Even Neighbors might be tempting. Mike Evans, even though he's older. You know, unless it's a dynasty, I'm pretty sure it was not. Dynasty, just take out the older guys, from what I said. Ray G, if we have Baker, do we drop him or stash him? I don't like Baker Mayfield, bro, but it depends on your situation. Like, I need a little more information than that, you know? No tight end in my league, by the way. 1 QB, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, and 2 flex. Garrett, I mean, I don't know. Garrett, do you have a message somewhere? Because, like, by the time... Let me see, Garrett. Because I don't know what in the heck we're talking about at this point, bro. That's Andrew. That's like someone comments in my videos, like after the fact in the comment section. They're like, "Yeah, I don't know if he stays healthy." Bro, I did a 3-hour show. Like, what are we doing? Let me see, Garrett, if I can find your. I don't know, Garrett. I'm looking. I'm trying to find it. Garrett. Here we go. No tight ends in my league. Bijan Pacheco. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that I even noticed. So, Garrett, appreciate you dropping that secondary super chat, young man. Garrett to the moon. Garrett to Mars. Okay, we're getting closer. We got 11 more super chats here. Oh, phone lines are... I'm trying to get to the phone lines. Hang tight for me. Dave, appreciate you dropping the super chat. Dave to the moon. Dave to the mother flipping moon. Let's see. Dave, there we go. Dave's dropped on the screen. Joel. Appreciate Joel. Isaac, appreciate you dropping this 20 wad on screen. You get immediate assistance, my guy. Ray G with a $2 hauler. Javon Baker. Oh, Javon Baker. Okay. Yeah, you can't just say Baker, brothers. I like him, but it depends what you can pick up, man. If you can pick up a Braylon Allen, or yeah, I'm not hanging on to Baker, especially in like, I don't even own him in redraft. But he's somebody you watch. He's somebody that could be on the waiver wire show at some point, you know, real soon. So hang tight on him. Don't give up on him fully. Spencer, appreciate you dropping the wad. Bleezo with the $10 hauler. All we have is today with the 5 wad. Robert, appreciate you with the $10 hauler. You're going to get a Mars shot, my guy. Rock out. That trade, my JT for Gibbs and Rice didn't work out. Back to the drawing board. Okay, we'll figure something out, Rock out. Appreciate you. Will, $5 hauler. Appreciate you, Will, coming in strong. John with the $5 hauler. John, the man, the myth, the legend. And Dan coming in with a strong $2 hauler right here. Appreciate you, Dan. Thank you, pal. All right. Here we go. Joel, Smitty, the GOAT, rate my team. CMC, MHJ, Olave, Jacobs, love it. Lamar, Zay, not a big Zay guy. Higgins, not a huge Higgins guy, but I'm starting to like him more and more. But your team's so good, those are good values. They're going great, in great territory for you. Jalen Warren, Ford, these are all really good players, bro. If I could get rid of Zay or Higgins with Ford, which I don't know that I want to do that until I don't know if I want to get rid of Ford or Warren until they play, because I think they're up their value. So you're probably going to use that package later to get something massive, my guy. But you probably want to wait it out. But that's a really good team. I think you're definitely in the near the 8 range. $20 hauler from Isaac. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Isaac, appreciate you. Standard 12. Kyler, Bijan, Kyron, Devontae Smith, Tank Dell, Laporta, Zamir Ford, bench. Ridley, I missed Corum. You can't. What'd you try and push it to? You got to count it out, Isaac. You got to count it. Sometimes someone steps in like a round and a half, but you got to count it out. You can't push it to like he's within 5 picks of the ADP, and you're going to try and push it. Like, you got to take them, you got to count it out, and if you're anywhere within, like, even 7 or 8 overall picks, especially, like, if it's, like, 3 or under, or even 4 under running back ranking slots, if you sort it by RB, and he's the 4th running back, and you take someone else and try kick it, you can't do it. But maybe it happened in a different way for you. I miss Corum. Other team wants Laporta and Wright for Kittle and Corum. It's too much. You can't give up Laporta to get the backup, bro. You should have swung bigger. You can't get double blasted on this. You can't do it. What could you give up? I mean, he's gonna play hardball. He knows that you need him. He knows you're panicking on it too. This guy's gonna hold off. He wants that, or he's not gonna take it. I can tell he's not gonna just fold like a chair. I don't think you can do this. There's just no way. You're just gonna have to bite the bullet on it. You're gonna have to probably not have Corum. Tell him if you want to trade Corum to me later, let me know. If not, and then walk away. It's your only shot. If you keep going at him, he's gonna string you along all year, and it's gonna drive you crazy. You're gonna have to cut the cord, bro. Say, you know what, you want to be reasonable, I'll definitely give you somebody that I shouldn't give you, but I'm not doing this. And you just walk away. You have to. This is the only way you can gain control back in this situation. He's got you by the balls, and you're contemplating a horrible trade. That's how much he's stringing you along. You got to walk away from that. And appreciate your $20 haul. You're the man, the myth, the legend. I'm only coming down a little bit aggressive on this just to make sure you don't make a bad move, just trying to cuff that up. And you see me punching this cuff board all day long going, you've got to do it, you've got to do it. And you're like trying to force it. Don't force it. Don't force it. Don't force it. Dave with a 5. Chase Brown, Benson Wright, Ferguson, good team. Tyreek, Olave, Rice, K9, Brooks, Achan. I like it. A Richardson. As far as moves, I don't know that there's anything you can do, bro, until you get some of these guys getting value. You drafted a lot of sleepers, almost, you know, to the point where it's like Brooks and Chase Brown and you can't do anything. Even Ray Davis, you can't do anything until they gain value. There's not even a move you can make. But you also got to be careful not to draft too many guys that aren't 100% in the position to help you. It's a good team, though. You got a good team. Since 7-5 is not 8 or anything. You need one more player. 10-man league, Hurts, Bijan, Kyron, Brees. Very good. 5th round keeper. Tank Dell, Keon Coleman. Love the team. Terry McLaurin, very underrated. Ferguson, Worthy. Got sniped on Corum. Oh, Tyler. Oh, Tyler. You know, same thing to you. Don't go giving up the world, bro. Don't do it. Would I give up Worthy or Keon Coleman? Maybe. You know, unless there's some keeper value that I don't know about. I know you said it's a one-man keeper. You got Brees, but you can't. Denny, I can't do it yet. You got to call on Denny after. 10-team dynasty, 5th season, BT value in picks. That's a loaded question, bro. There's no way to know that. Every league's different. Everybody values picks different. Whose pick is it? What pick is, like, I would say he's a first rounder for sure. And it wouldn't be multiple, but it'd be like, is that a mid to high first rounder? Boom. If it's a late first rounder, BT's worth more. But that's the only way I can really equate it for you. $5 hauler, A.J. Brown, Olave, Jacobs, Cook, McBride, Flowers. I'm trading James Cook, not Cooks. I'm trading James Cook and Flowers for one better player. Kirk and James Cook for one better player. Kirk and Zamir for one better player. Flowers, and you might even do 2 trades here. You do 2 trades, you turn this from a 7.0 team. I'm sorry. That's just my ranking. It doesn't mean it's horrible. It just means you got some work cut out for you. You got Dak. It's a good quarterback, but he's not elite. You got James Cook. It's good running back. AJ Brown's elite. Olave's in a tricky situation. Jacobs I love. McBride. This is a really good 7.5 team. 7.5 is not 7.0. We'll give you a 7.5. Nothing to cry home about. But it's a 10-man league. You should be loaded. And I think if you trade Flowers and, let's say, Zamir for one player and Cook and Kirk for one player, you're instantly an 8.5 team. And so just swing big, swing for the fences, do it live, build it up, figure it out. I'll be here to help you. Start looking at teams and see what you can cook up. Start trying to go after Pacheco's. Start trying to go after the Kyrans and Achans of the world. Love Cooper Kupp as well. Love Cooper Kupp as well. All right, what Golden Empire, appreciate you. I'll drop your thing on screen here. I'm not going to do the trade. I took Ford instead of Corum at the 12-13 turn. And he was mad about it, so he took Corum. I mean, can you trade him Ford for Corum then? I mean, and undo that? I don't know, but yeah, bro. I like Ford a lot, but in your situation, I would have taken Corum. I love Ford. I love him, but you need Corum. You just need him. Derek, $20 hauler. Derek, let him cook, Derek.
Let him cook.
Derek, monster you. Here's a team. AR5, T-Law, Bijan, JT, Ford. Love it. Ayuk, Devontae Smith, Reed, Waddle. Look, I'm reading this off, and you have Waddle. Like, what are we doing here? Order these guys. Show some respect when you're listing off your wide receivers. Waddle, Devontae Smith, Ayuk. Very good team. Kincaid, love it. Rocket into week 1. Spears, Ford. Maybe Edwards punches in a touchdown. Ayuk, you can't trade him low. Maybe Reed. Maybe Waddle himself. Devontae Smith. These guys need to gain value. This is a 7.9. You're knocking on the door. 1 waiver wire move, 1 small trade, and you're in business, bro. Straight up balling. Straight up balling. Love that team, pal. Absolutely love it. 2 $20 haulers coming in straight up from Megas and Stacking. Coming for you guys. 2 from the bench, Flowers. 2 from the bench. What's this mean, Dan? Drop 2? If I'm ranking them, I'm saying Chase Brown and Flowers. I don't know what we're doing there, Dan, but those are the top 2. Megas with a $20 hauler. Smitty, worried about my team. Stroud, Kyron, HN, Walker, Zeke, JJ, Pickett. Pickens, bro? Pickens, Keon Coleman, Thomas Jr., Hollywood, Worthy, Kincaid, Kittle. Why do you have Kittle and Kincaid? That's why you're worried, because you allocated your resources. You bought two large fries and got half of a cheeseburger instead of getting a full cheeseburger and a large fry. Or you got 2 cups and you only got the liquids to fill one of them. That's probably that's why you feel a little awkward. So you need to trade one of these tight ends, my guy. Megas, you need to get rid of a tight end. You can maybe do Pickens Pickens and Kittle, or Pickens. I'd probably keep Kincaid. Kittle's pretty tradable. Pickens and Kittle for 1 monster. I love your team. I love your team. I don't hate it. You just got 1 move to make. That's the only thing you need to do. And also, you need to get your $20 hauler, let him cook celebration.
Let him cook.
Stacking with a $20 hauler.
Let him cook.
We need to bring back the weightlifting when I get a $20 hauler so I can get in shape. Stacking, need to make some trades, Smitty, but I'm stuck. Who where to start. 10-man. Mahomes and Burrow. So trading Burrow. If this is a 1 QB, you didn't say Superflex anywhere. I don't think. So you're trading Burrow. You shouldn't have both those guys. I mean, it's okay to have. Don't get rid of them on. But, like, that's where the hole might be. Like, Higgins and Burrow together is kind of an attractive stack to trade to somebody for, like, one bigger player. But Lamb, Devontae Smith is fantastic. Higgins is a great wide receiver 3, though. Henry, Mixon, hate Mixon in the 2 spot. Zamir, Mixon's pretty shaky. Mixon and Higgins, Mixon and Burrow. One better, stronger player, bro. That's where you start. I mean, you're trading Mixon, you're trading Thielen. No one's going to take Thielen, though. So scratch that. Higgins and Mixon. Denny, son of a... Denny, please don't take offense when I don't pick up the next call, but I have to get through the Super Chats. Once I'm done, I'll open the phone line. Last request.
Okay.
Last request. But I want you to call back, but not before the Super... Like, we gotta listen to this instruction, Denny. What can I do for you, pal?
Okay.
What can I do for you, Spider?
I just want to say 3 names, all right? I know you like them, all right? Here's my 3. Tank Dell, all right? I like Jermaine Brown, that running back for
Chase Brown.
Chase. And then no. Jermaine, not Chase. Jermaine.
Okay, Jermaine Brown. We'll look him up. It's Chase Brown. But anyway, Denny, appreciate you, bro.
Jermaine. Okay, sorry, Smitty. I thought you said I was okay, Spider.
All right, last one, Denny. Last name, hurry.
All right,
All right, Denny, call back. Appreciate you. All right, Denny, I'm not answering the next time. I can't. I got to move forward. Stacking, appreciate you. Higgins and Mixon, Zamir White and Mixon, Higgins and Zamir White. You got to find one bigger, stronger Jacobs, Pacheco, Cooper Kupp player. My guy. Derek Just with a $20 hauler. Derek, you're an absolute straight up savage. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Appreciate you, Derek. Team 2, 10 team full PPR QBs. Jordan Love, running backs, Jacobs, Pacheco, Rashad White. I'm trading Rashad White. Tyreek, DK, Kirk. Rashad White and Kirk for one stronger monster. It's as simple as that. It's the easiest question I've had all night. I look at this team and I say, and maybe even Kirk upgrades Love. Maybe even Rashad White alone upgrades Love. Maybe that's where you go. That's fine too. But Rashad White and Kirk for one better player, and I do it so fast and turn this team into maybe an 8.4 instead of a 7.7 is probably what I would score it. And it's a fantastic, foundation of a team, no doubt about it. I do like it. Okay, a couple of super chats coming in. I'm going to throw them on screen. Appreciate you. Golden Empire, 12-man PPR, rate my team. CMC, Achane, ETN, Hurts, Diggs, Rashee Rice. I like it. Ingram's fantastic. Keenan Allen, I'm selling. Chase Brown, I'm holding because he's going to go crazy. But you might have a trade piece there. Love your team. Love it. Diggs and Keenan Allen, they're expendable. Chase Brown will be. You probably wait. Let Diggs gain a little value unless you can sell him high. And Rashee Rice, I'm holding. Keenan Allen, I get rid of Keenan Allen. Go get Tank Dell for Keenan Allen. Go get a single player for Keenan Allen. Try to acquire Chase Brown and something. Oh, you got Chase Brown. Damn, what could you do? What could you even do? What player could you get using Keenan Allen straight up? Because I think you got to wait on the other pieces. I don't think you can trade Keenan Allen for... Jeez, bro. So tough. Who's your tight end? Ingram, that's fine. Keenan Allen. I mean, Keenan Allen and Chase Brown maybe for one bigger player, but if you can't, I'm going after. I mean, Keenan Allen for even like a you got Rice already. This is tough. Tank Dell. It's the only thing I can think of. And you got Diggs already. I know that's kind of problematic. Potentially not. But I that's the only player I don't like. But I think I wait. I think I let Chase Brown gain some value, bro, and then you come swinging in week 2 and try and, maybe maneuver. And maybe not. Maybe you just freaking love what Chase Brown looks like. I know I'm gonna be very interested in entertaining trades, but I might say no to him. I might love Chase Brown. Could be that league winner. We might be looking at Chase Brown even higher than we look at him right now. We might see him so high at that point and coming out of week 1. 10-team dynasty, 5th season. BTJ value and picks. I already answered that one. Yeah, BTJ. Definitely mid first. It's got to be like a chance to be a early pick. Jordan, $14.99, 2 QB Superflex, 10-man rosters, AR5 Madison. Spears, Tank, Dell, MHJ, Neighbors, Dunze. Put these in order, man. Show some respect for the team. This is a big blender. You can't even you can't evaluate it right when it's out of order too. You got to really kind of piece it together. It's not easy on the eyes, but I mean, I guess I would say who your running backs. Madison, I wouldn't pick up Madison in a 20-man league, or the 25-man league. What's he doing in your RB spot? Spears, Tank Dell, MHJ, Neighbors, and Dunze. Really good wide receiver room. Just balling. But, bro, you need to go get a Benson before he becomes Benson. You get a Jalen Warren before he becomes Jalen Warren. Those are guys I'm moving and going and getting. I don't know what you're going to do. Oh, Brooks. You got Brooks. That's what you're waiting on. When Brooks comes back, Brooks and Spears might not be half bad. Go get Chase Brown. Go get, maybe you can give up you might have to give up a Dunze, man, to get that RB, like Chase Brown or something. And if it's, I just closed it. If it's Dynasty, obviously you need to get way more back and maybe not even do it, but you just get a lot more back. If it's a redraft, I'd go get a Chase Brown for a Dunze straight up, or a player like that. Rockout says, do I dismantle team, get better? QB is Purdy, Tua, JT, Walker, Stevenson, Algier, Puka, Evans, Higgins. I think you maybe try one more time. I don't know anybody's going to give you what you want from like Higgins and these guys yet, but I like the team. Walker, JT, you're good. I think if you could get Purdy or Tua upgraded using Evans from somebody that wants to win now into a top 4 quarterback, like even Stroud or whatever, and it's going to be hard in a dynasty, but you get that quarterback with this without touching JT, Walker, and Puka. I'm really liking it. And maybe Pitts is somebody you can maneuver to get that quarterback upgrade. Tua is durable with a $10 Mars shot. $10 Mars shot. Superflex QB Hurts, AR5, Gibbs, K9, Kenneth Walker. Chase, Brown, Debo, Rasheed Rice, Dell. Love the team. Deontay and eventually Chase Brown for something. But you got to wait. But that's what you're doing. Are you cooked? No. I think you make that move, you got a really decent shot. Luke McCaffrey or Ray Davis? Give me Ray Davis. There's both are good. Garrett, Kyron, Walker, DJ. Trading DJ Moore. Rice, Kincaid, AR5, BTJ. Love it for the most part. Kyron, you got him cuffed. Walker, I like it. Yeah, I mean, DJ Moore, I'm trading. Go get Tank Dell. That would be pretty damn crafty of you. Jaleel McLaughlin you can maybe use with DJ Moore to get that one player. And hell, I'd even go after Rashee Rice. It's a redraft, Smitty. Says rock out. Oh. Dismantled then. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good team, rock out. I don't think you're far off. I think maybe you make one trade and you're in the mix. I don't think you got to dismantle it. I mean, dismantle is something you say in Dynasty. Like, do I disperse this team out and build for the future? Like, dismantle a redraft team. I don't think you can really dismantle a redraft team, but you could probably make a couple trades. Joshua dropping the $100 holler. Joshua, what video clip are you trying to grab sponsorship of? Because you just got it, pal. You just got it.
$50. Give me $50 holler. Get by the brother Smitty. Give me $50. Oh, yeah.
Anybody drops a $50 or $100 hauler gets to grab a sponsorship spot. They get to own a sponsorship spot on a video. So essentially, your name is played. Keon and Xavier. Well, you get one, Joshua. You get one. So Joshua wants the Keon. So which one do you want? You get one of them, not both of them. So pick the one you want most, and you will have your name, young man, on that video from now until the end of time playing it. Zach with the $5 hauler, 12-team, 3 wide receivers, full PPR is Daniels, Bijan, Achane, Debo, Tank, Dell, Worthy, Brian Thomas Jr., Andrews. I like the team. Any moves? You can't really. You got to wait. J-Mo and Brooks are your bench pieces. I love your entire lineup, so I'm letting that play out. So, Zach, you're going to walk into the next season or the next week and try and figure that out. Trade Flowers and Zamir for DJ Moore. I don't like DJ Moore, bro. So, no. I think I'd trade Flowers and Zamir for another player, like Cooper Kupp, something like that. But I don't like DJ Moore. And to that other super chat I read before, like Zach, yeah, just wait until week one hits, bro, and then we're smashing trades. We're smashing the hell out of trades, bro. Kevin, appreciate you dropping a super chat. Did Keon? He wants the Keon Coleman. Is the Keon Coleman still available though? Hold on. I think it might have one spot, or it might be taken. So hold on a second, Taylor. So if not, I'll give you the Worthy one. But let's see here real quick. Let me drop these 2 super chats on screen. Thank you guys for dropping those. I'm coming for you. Hernandez, appreciate you. Got to drop your super chat on screen. Julie McDermott, I'm going to throw yours right here. I'm coming for it. Just hang tight. And on that note, we've got Joshua, who is claiming sponsorship with his $100 hauler to the Keon Coleman video. Only 2 people can be on screen and have ownership of these sponsorship spots. And he's hopefully got one. I got to look at it. Oh! It's taken. I'm sorry, I can only do 2. So I'll give you the Worthy. Worthy's yours, Joshua. So that one's all taken, but Worthy is all yours, bro. Worthy is all yours. Let me put you up on it.
Xavier Worthy, your wide receiver from the combine.
He can't catch.
Many say he won't make it at the next level.
Enough. Watch me. I must go back and make it right.
Xavier Worthy.
He can't catch. Just fast.
He won't make it.
Catch this.
Great catch.
Wow, nice catch.
He's not overrated catching the ball.
He can really catch.
It's Chiefs season. Mahomes is scoring 45 plus touchdowns. Let them cook.
So that's your video clip there, pal. Appreciate you dropping that, Joshua to the mother flipper moon. All right, we got that one. We got a $20 hauler, needs immediate attention here from Jay Whitty. Jay Whitty with the 20 wad. Jay, appreciate you, my guy. And Jay says the following. Let me just put Ross's on screen and Racing Boys super chat on screen. I'm coming for you both, pals. Hang tight for me. You got a little bit of a wait, but I'm coming for you. It's like waiting at a nice, table at a nice restaurant. It's worth the wait once you sit down. I promise you. Jay Whitty dropping a super chat. Abe dropping a $20 hauler. You guys both get immediate attention. This one from Jay Whitty. 10-man Superflex. Murray, Brees, Barkley, Neighbors, McLaurin, McBride, Jacobs, Rice, Jaden Daniels, Superflex. Bench is Taysom Hill, Fields, Singletary, Wilson, Brian Thomas Jr., Mooney, Brooks on IR. It's a good team. Murray and your Jaden Daniels is a fantastic QB room to go with Brees and Barkley and Neighbors and McBride. I love it. Jacobs, Rice. There's nothing really that I hate about it. Fields on the bench. Fields might open the door to a trade, or you just want to keep all three. But if you explored a trade now using Fields and, let's say, a McLaurin, would you even get something that is deserving right now with Fields not being, valued higher as a starter, because he's not. But he eventually will be, so you're kind of like waiting on that. I think this team's a very good team. There's not much I want to move. I like every single one of these starters you have. These are Smitty guys. So I'm not going to suggest that you make a trade. I say you wait on Fields, Brian Thomas Jr., and especially on Brooks. Unless you can preemptively trade Brooks and like BT to somebody that understands how good they both are, then maybe. But why not just wait on them? What are you going to get? Who's going to take any of these guys out of your lineup? McLaurin and Brooks, for maybe you do that. Maybe that's the only trade I would look to do now. McLaurin and Brooks, if someone were to value both of them properly, that's a trade I could get behind. That's a trade I could explore. But that's it. Who is that? Who's worth of Brooks and McLaurin? London, Brooks and McLaurin, St. Brown, H.N. Kyron type of player. Maybe a MHJ type player. That's it. I mean, you're talking about cream of the crop, and unless you get that, you got to wait on Jacobs or Brooks to get that value. Drafted 10th. Thank you for your super chat. $20 hauler.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Drafted 10, 12-man league, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. Picks were Garrett Wilson, London, Kupp, Mahomes, Tank Dell, love it. Stevenson, okay, little rough at RB, but I'm doing this in a draft as well, where it's you got such a loaded London, Kupp, Mahomes, Tank Dell. What can you say about a team like that other than wow? Stevenson and Monty, Stevenson and Chase Brown. And Benson eventually, you just got to wait that out. Stevenson and you can't even trade anybody on your bench. I like this. You passed up JJ, you said, instead of Garrett Wilson. I don't hate that. That's okay. But you can't trade Kupp. You can't trade London. You can't trade Garrett Wilson and Mahomes. You just got to ride this out in Tank Dell. Ride it out. Hope that Stevenson does some good things. Put Chase Brown in your lineup from jump, and just hope it does well. This is a team that I would say you got a wide range of outcomes for this team. You're either an 8.4 because you land the RBs, or you're a 7.0 and you just need to get the waiver wire under control, dominate it, and become the guy that lands the best waiver wire pickup of the year. Then you crush everybody and maybe have an 8.8, the highest score I've given. But you are a little bit vulnerable at RB, but you have at least 2 guys I like in Ramondre and Chase Brown. So $20 hauler from Hernandez. I think I hate my team. That's because you probably didn't go best player available. You probably drafted based on position of need, and you took players you didn't love. That's the way it happens. It got Brees, HN, Hurts, Devontae Smith, Pittman, Rice, Coleman. I like your team, though. I think I started well, went downhill. I don't think so. I got Devontae Smith. I like Devontae Smith. I like Rashee Rice. I'm trading Pittman, though. Maybe trade Pittman. Wait on Ford, unless you can trade Warren, Ford, and Pittman, like 2 of those 3, for a Jacobs or Pacheco, which I think you could do. I really think you could do that. Pittman and Warren, or Pittman and Ford for Isaiah Pacheco or a Josh Jacobs or an ETN. You can maybe even go after Walker if you dare. That move is a difference maker. I like your team. Don't be too hard on your team. I really think it's a good squad. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Allen, Stevenson, Zamir White, Elliott, Hill, Devontae Smith, Flowers. Good squad. Rate your team. I mean, Laporta, Devontae Smith, Josh Allen, and Hill is a good squad. Do I love Zamir White and Stevenson? No. Do I love Flowers? No. Do I like Keenan Allen? No. There's some opportunity here. Those are some of the players I would not have taken. But very fixable. Keenan Allen and Zamir. Keenan Allen and Stevenson. Flowers and Stevenson. Flowers and Zamir. I smell 2 trades here. I smell a trade 2 of those for Jacobs. I smell 2 of those for a Kupp, or maybe you even go after a Jacobs, a Kupp, a Pacheco. Who else could you get? DK. Probably hard to get Barkley. Obviously, Kyron and HN. Yeah, Walker's in the mix for that too. I think you could do 2 trades with that easily. Jonathan, $10 hauler, gets a Mars shot.
2 Mars.
10-man league, QB, Hurts, Goff, Bijan, Swift. I don't love Swift. Don't love Pollard. Love Garrett Wilson. Like Olave. Love Olave, but like him this year versus love him. Collins, fantastic. Worthy, Ridley. You got a lot of value. Kincaid, love that. You got a lot of value to throw around to get Swift out of there. Swift and Pollard. I'd trade Swift, Pollard, and Ridley. All 3 of them for one better player. Jonathan, and you're hearing me speak all the names, the guys to go after. They're all the same names. $5 hauler from Julie. Allen, Stevenson, White, Elliott, Hill. Oh, I just did that one. Thank you, Julie. Appreciate you. Make sure I answered that. I did answer that one right. Yeah, Keenan Allen, Flowers. Yeah, I did. Racing Boy traded McConkey and Trey Benson for Mostert. Already got HN. Yeah, I would have done that. That's good. Smitty approve. Ross with a $13.99, 12 team, 2 flex, full PPR. Love Cousins. Ramondre, Zamir, Pollard, Chase Brown, Chase, Puka, Devontae Smith, Collins, Keenan Allen, Hollywood. Yeah, you got to upgrade one of the RBs, bro. Ramondre or Zamir or Pollard, or 2 of the 3. You know, put Chase Brown in there and trade 2 of the 3. You got to get rid of these guys with Keenan Allen for one better player. And, you know, a Keenan Allen and a Ramondre could get you. That could get you Jacobs, I think. That could get you Pacheco. That could get you ETN. That could get you Walker. Other RBs that come to mind. that are below. Obviously, reach higher if you can. Walker. You know, Kamara is interesting in this particular situation, like Zamir and Keenan Allen for Kamara. I think Kamara is very, very intriguing. But Chase Brown's starting for me, and I make those moves. Kevin, 3 wide receivers and a flex. BT, Worthy, Kupp, Ridley, McBride, JJ, AJ Brown, Connor, Cook. There's a lot of teams where I love the receivers and I don't love the running backs, you know, or I love the running backs and I don't love the receivers. Cook is okay. Make sure you get Ray Davis if you can somewhere. Ford's really good on your bench. Javonte, I trade Javonte and JJ, AJ Brown, Kupp is phenomenal. I think I'm trading Ridley and Cook or Ridley and Connor or Ridley and Javonte or Ridley and Ford for one better player. That's the easy call, Kevin. That's the only thing you can do, and I do it as fast as I can. $10 hauler. Two Mars. Hey, Smitty, 12-team PPR, J85 Goff, Hill, Hall, Olave, Debo, Dell, Kirk, Coleman, Achane, Pollard, Zach Moss, Wright, Dowdle. You need something here. Pollard. I mean, you could go after Mostert and pair him with Wright. I think that's actually a really crafty running back too right now. Very much love it. Pollard and or Moss, or go get Chase Brown because you got Moss. You know, Pollard and Kirk for Chase Brown and something, or Kirk for Chase Brown straight up, or Pollard straight up for Chase Brown. You could try those things. Chase Brown would be a good acquisition for you, or go get Mostert using Kirk and Pollard. But I want Mostert and Wright together, or Moss and Chase Brown together to solve your problem without diluting your wide receivers, which I really like the rest of your team, so that would be a crafty way to do it. 12-team PPR, Brees, London, Achane, Mahomes, Dell, Kincaid, McLaurin, Warren, Chase Brown, Wicks, Brooks. Any ideas? I would say love the team. Fantastic squad. Brees and Achane, London, Mahomes, Dell. Can't get better. Kincaid, McLaurin. No. You're waiting this out. You got such a good team. I don't want you trading a single person. Stand down on that team. Stand down on that team.
Alert. Stand down order in effect.
Some teams are just loaded with, Smitty guys. So why would I tell you to trade? I'm just not gonna do it. Michael, appreciate you with the $14.99 hauler. And Scotty Do traded away Kupp for JJ Rice Walker. What do you think? Trade away my CMC and Kupp for JJ Rice and Walker. I think, no offense, bro, but I wouldn't have done it. I'm not saying that I don't see a little upside in the JJ Rice Walker side, but I'd take CMC and Kupp personally. So I wish you would have called in on that, but I don't know that it's a bad move. It's not horrible. It comes down to Walker, bro. It just comes down to Walker. But I wouldn't have done it. I would say a little bit of an L. So, all-time Cliff, $10 hauler.
Too much.
I would trade Stevenson any day. His projection is low. I would try to get out of that situation, says Joel. I don't necessarily agree or disagree with Joel. I think on the Stevenson front, I think Stevenson's good value, but like if I could trade him in a 2-for-1 and get rid of Stevenson, I would. And I've been saying that all show, but it doesn't mean I don't like him a little bit. I'm intrigued by it. He got a new contract, so they obviously love him and he's going to get fed. He could be a surprise bounce back candidate. He was on the Moon Man for a while. He's on the Revenge Tour. He's on the Revenge Tour, I believe. He's still there. Maybe he's not. Yeah, he is. He's in the bottom left corner. I'm like, where'd he go? So, these top 4 are the main Revenge Tour candidates. Garrett Wilson's not on a Moon Man, Mars Man, or Saturn Man, but he is the number 1 Revenge Tour candidate. That's good enough, placement. Dell's on the Mars Men. Kyler's on the Mars Men. Cooper Kupp's on the Mars Men. So, Garrett Wilson is the lead dog Revenge Tour candidate, which I love. All right. Cliff, appreciate you. Lamar. Bijan, Henry, Devontae Smith, Neighbors, Rice, Ingram, 2 flexes, or Kenneth Walker, Ridley. That's really good. Benches, B-Rob. Opportunity here is maybe B-Rob and something. So B-Rob and Neighbors for a St. Brown-ish type player. If not, I'm keeping Neighbors, but I do like upgrading Neighbors a little bit if you can. Or Devontae Smith into a Jamar. How about Jamar Chase, bro? B-Rob and Devontae Smith for Jamar Chase. Neighbors and B-Rob for Jamar Chase. Look, Jamar Chase people are freaking out. They're freaking out. I know because I'm getting DM after DM on it. They're freaking out, bro. They're absolutely petrified of Jamar Chase right now. In fact, I might even need to do a video on, look, there's risk involved, and there's a little bit of like, don't draft him, but like trade for him. I think the video title will be "Don't Draft Chase, Trade Him, Trade for Him." Achane 330 plus on DK to rush for 1,000 yards. We don't do that, pal. We do underdog fantasy. And Michael, it's on screen right here. And this is where we're smashing the Achane lines. And Achane, I have it here. Let's see here. Achane is right here. Look at this. This is the rushing touchdown, Achane. 7.5 TDs. And his and Achane's rushing total is even better. Let me see if I can find it. It's crazy. I think I have it right here. Achane's rushing total is 775. Okay? So you have 1,000-yard thing on another platform, and I'm telling you to get on over to Underdog and use code Smitty because you can do a higher on Achane for 775 yards. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's take care of that, all right? Get on over to Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. Here is the Achane number. I'll throw it on screen here for everybody to see. Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. The link's in the live chat pinned. It's in the description of the video. Achane's hires on Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty, are these right here. Look at these things. 7.5 rushing touchdowns. Higher. 775.5 rushing yards. Higher. Underdog's offering these. Go get it. I appreciate it. You don't have to apologize, Michael. You're just speaking about sports. I'm not mad. I'm not trying to control your what you're saying. I'm just saying we do Underdog here, and Underdog's giving those for Achane. So let's go do it live. Punch the link. Here's the link right now. Hit the link if anybody, especially you, pal. If you haven't done it yet, Michael, hit this link. Sign up. $10 minimum. They'll give you 50% match on your first deposit, all the way up to $1,000. So if you do $10 minimum, they'll give you $5. You do $100, they'll give you $50. You do a $2,000, they'll give you $1,000. Limited time. Do it live. Michael, appreciate you. I think that one feels free on Underdog. BTC, appreciate you. 12-man, Mahomes, Pacheco, Kamara, Lamb Chops, McLaurin, Pitts, Zamir White, Hollywood, like the team. You're in holding pattern. There's nothing you can trade, I don't want you trading any of the starters. So unless you're trading B-Rob and McLaurin for one better player, or Kamara and B-Rob together or something like that, or McLaurin and Kamara for a monster. Past that, like, you're waiting to let your boys gain some value, but you could look at those. That could work. 12 team, 1499.5 PPR. Advice for a 2-for-1 trade instead of dropping. Okay. So you've got Achane, Gibbs, geez, Debo, DK, Kirk. Is Kink? Do you mean Kirk? Kink and Ford, Warren, Wright, Braylon Allen. I don't know, bro. Is that Kyler Murray? Michael, I don't know what you're typing here. You got, I think, Christian Kirk. I think this is Murray, like Kyler Murray. You could try and trade Ford, but you can't. You're not going to get the value you want. Warren's not going to get the value you want. I don't know that you're going to be able to pull this off in enough time, unless it's like Christian Kirk and if that's Kyler Murray, and you only have one QB. Who's your QB? That is your QB. Damn it! I thought that was your second QB. Owner has Kupp, Dell, Connor. I want Kupp. I want Dell. Trade Kirk. Kirk and Warren for Kupp. Kirk and Warren for Kupp. Kirk and DK for Kupp, maybe. Kirk and Ford for Kupp. Kirk and Dobbs for Dell. Rock out, Smitty. Did you see my other super chat? Let me find it. Is redraft? Did you see my other super chat? JT for Gibbs. Did trade? No, I read this one off the dismantle question. And then you said it's redraft. And I said dismantle a redraft. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I got all your super chats right here. I don't know though. Like dismantle, no. JT Walker. I'm just trying to get a better quarterback somehow. Dowdle might get it done, might not get it done. Would I roll with Puka and Evans or Puka and Higgins and throw 80 Mitchell in and get rid of Higgins or Evans to upgrade Purdy or Tua into a monster quarterback? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Well, those are all of them, Rock Out. I got 4 of them right here. The one that says my JT trade for Gibbs didn't work out. Back to the drawing board. Then it was dismantled. And then it was that it's redraft. And then it's the one saying, did you miss my super chat? So I read all 4 of those. So there's only 4 I have. I don't think there's another one. It might have not gone through if you sent something else. Did you send another one, Rock Out? Post the question. You don't have to super chat it. Just post the question and I'll answer it. Matt with a $10 hauler. What's up, Smitty? 10-man PPR. Just got Josh Allen, Pacheco, HN, Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, Kincaid. Don't like DJ Moore, but I love the rest of that team, bro. I'm trading DJ Moore in a millisecond. I get Rice in my lineup. Trade DJ Moore, get Rice into that lineup, and do it now. And if that means I get to then upgrade Pacheco and DJ Moore, who I love Pacheco, into a Kyron Williams, I'm smashing the hell out of that. Or Kyron or higher. And honestly, DJ Moore and Pacheco could get you the world. That's the only thing I'm doing with this team, bro. If I got to throw in a Zamir White to get it done too, I'm doing it as well. But you got Rice sitting on the bench ready to go into your lineup. Put him in, coach. Put him in. John. Rock Out, type another question and I'll throw it up. You don't have to super chat. I'm looking for it. I don't think yours, the other one went through. Pick Allen, Kamara, Zamir, Lamb, London. Pick one. Allen, Kamara, Zamir, Lamb, London, Sinnott, Devontae Smith, Monty, Chase Brown, Hubbard. Hubbard's easy to trade right now. People like him. Hubbard. I'm trading Hubbard or Monty. Keeping Chase Brown to let him gain value, and then maybe keep him, or Zamir. Zamir and Devontae Smith for a big dog. Zamir and Devontae Smith for Cooper Kupp even. Monty and Devontae Smith for a St. Brown or London type player. Or how about Zamir and Zamir and Devontae Smith for like a Kupp would be fantastic. Hubbard and Devontae Smith for Cooper Kupp. Zamir for Tank Dell. Hubbard and Zamir And Hubbard and Zamir and Devontae Smith for... I mean, I'd even trade Devontae Smith for MHJ and throw Zamir in to get it done. I love Devontae Smith. I do. Do I like MHJ better? I do. Sam, appreciate you with a $10 hauler. Coming for you soon, pal. Let me throw these super chats on screen. Michael, I may have this one already on screen. I'm not sure. Appreciate you dropping that. Maurice, appreciate you dropping that. Benji dropping a $199. Benji, you're the best. Appreciate you, pal. Drip, thank you for dropping that. DeBalt dropping a $2 hauler. Smitty, did my prior super chat not go through? I don't think it did. I'll search real quick. This one's from DeBalt. Maybe there was a glitch. Maybe that's what Rock Out was experiencing. I don't know. Let me look. 85. I'll get to you in 1 second. DeBalt. No, here it is. DeBalt. I mean, maybe is it on the list and I haven't got to it yet? I don't know. 12-man, 0.5, pick 4, Brees, Henry, Jalen. I don't think I read this one, so I don't know. Brees, Henry, Jalen, Nico, Neighbors, Ford, Brooks, Reed, JSN, Rome, Braylon Allen, AD Mitchell. Talk to me. Hit me with the goated Brees clip one time. Don't be scared. Get your guys. So Brees, Henry, Jalen, Nico, Neighbors, Ford, Brooks. I like the team a lot. I think you got some real opportunity, but that's going to come later. Like Rome, JSN, Reed, Brooks, Ford. I think though there's nothing for you to do. I think your team is about 7.9, 7.8, just because you have a lot of guys that need to come to full circle and have their potential earned. So I think you're like maybe 7.5 to 7.8, 7.8, waiting these rises. You don't need to necessarily make a trade, but I think, you wait it out, and I think good things will come for you. And then coming out of week number 1, we're going to have a lot of fun trying to cook up some trades for you, because that's a lot of talent that you get to toss around. Will with a $5 hauler. My team, what do you think? Murray, Garrett Wilson, Debo, DJ Moore, Worthy, Hopkins, Michael, Wilson, AD Mitchell, Bijan, Kamara, Stevenson. Give me a Stevenson and Hopkins, a Stevenson and DJ Moore for a third round type player. DJ Moore and Stevenson for like a second or third round player. Whether you want to go RB or whatever, you probably need to go RB, I suppose, because you got Garrett Wilson and Debo and Worthy. You're good at wide receiver. You trade Stevenson. I mean, you got Kamara and Bijan, so it could be a flex. It could be either way. I go attack running backs and wide receivers. So DJ Moore and Stevenson for one big dog. Start shooting offers at Jacobs and higher, and you get shot down. You get shot down. What are you going to do? You don't land anything. You don't try to at least attempt. This is a Mars shot.
To Mars.
Appreciate you, my guy, for dropping the wad. $9.99. Pick 11, 12-team PPR. Garrett Wilson, Kyron, Lamar, Neighbors, Connor, Higgins, Ingram, Warren, Shakir, Coleman, Benson, Polk, Bucky. Thoughts? Low-key want to trade for Corum to Saturn. Well, I mean, I like Corum. He's the backup, just so you know, but he's fantastic to own in conjunction with Kyron or stand alone, and then you can try and trade for Kyron. But you've got Kyron, so you low-key want to trade for Corum. You should have drafted him. Robert, I don't mean to hit you with some blunt, honest truth, but like you low-key want to trade for Corum. As if that's like unusual. You got to get him, bro. But you got to be very subtle about it. Maybe that's what you mean by low-key trade for him. If you're going to low-key trade for him, if you're going to on the low trade for him, the players you're trying to get rid of would be, I mean, what I would probably do is I would attack this guy's team and say, like, let's say he's got a Tank Dell and you got Higgins. I quietly like Higgins better, or Tank Dell better. Just quietly. So, or Rashee Rice better than Higgins. And so you do a 1-for-1, but you say you got to give me something. And you go, I know, give me Kyron, and I'll give you Bucky Irving back. Give me Kyron, and I mean, this guy pushes you to the limits. You throw Benson in. I hate doing it, but you got to get Corum. Without Corum, you have yourself a Kyron Williams share that is vulnerable. There's just no way around it. Blue says DJ Moore is underrated. He is such a good receiver, but hasn't had a QB target. Yeah, he hadn't until he got Fields. And then now they got a saturated room. It's going to be harder for him to do what he was doing with Fields. But I like him. He's a great receiver. We said he'd be a top 10 wide receiver with Fields, and he was. You know, just like McLaurin's going to be a top 12 wide receiver with JD5. Same player in a way. Like McLaurin and DJ Moore are near equal talents. They really are. It's just McLaurin's been sitting in a black hole just like DJ Moore was for so long. 12-man keeper, 1.12. Taylor, Etienne, Waddle, DJ Moore, Higgins, Kyler Murray, Zamir White, Javonte Williams, Benson, Laporta, Nico. I'm going to keep saying it. Trade DJ Moore. Zamir and DJ, Javonte Williams and DJ. Go do your worst. Figure out a trade that I think puts you in a position to get Jacobs and Pacheco's and, you know, even a Walker maybe. DJ Moore for Walker straight up in some cases might work, but you got to throw in a Zamir White. It is what it is. I think Walker's got to explode. Absolutely explode. Drip with a $10 holler Mars shot.
Too much.
To Mars. Drafted 12 out of 16. 16 teams are hard, bro. 16 teamers are hard. Running backs went quick. Stroud, Debo, Rice, Kyron, Mostert. Hopefully you got right. If you got right, you're good to grow. You're good to go, bro. You're running back 2, right? You should. I hope you did not botch that. I don't see him listed here. I hope you got him, because that's your ticket to not having a weak running back 2. You're set. Now you're vulnerable. Chase Brown, Freiermuth, benches Corum, Coleman, Braylon Allen, Thielen, Fields, trades. Jalen Wright, that's all you need to do. I love this team. I don't want you to do anything, but you need to have Jalen Wright. Yeah, Jalen Wright, this is an 8.0 already, and maybe 8.5 in that format. That's tough, because how many is that again? That's 16 teamer, bro. You get right, and you're an 8.4 in a 16 teamer. Give London. Give London plus early 25 first for Puka. That could go either way, man. I could see people saying no. I guess I would take. You know what? I'm going to say give me the London side. I think London and Puka are close, bro. I think they're close. I'd rather have the first rounder in London. $10 holler.
Too much.
My guy, can you rate my team? And possible trades. 10-man PPR. Kyler, Kyron, Pachenko. Pachenko. That's a new incoming rookie. That guy's runs tough. I heard Pachenko. He runs harder than Pacheco. Kupp, Tank, Dell, Evan Ingram, Achane, great team. 8.5. Zamir, Scary Terry. What do you need to do? You don't need to do anything. Try to trade Gus Bus and Zamir, maybe Scary Terry for like one better player. But like, what are you gonna do? This team's phenomenal, bro. Kyler. Make sure you better have Corum. If you don't have Corum, then I knock you down to an 8.2. Just for not making sure it's cuffed up. But man, it's a good team. $10 holler.
Too much.
Second team Superflex. Herbert, Cousins. It's okay. Hopefully a Penix Jr. somewhere. You better. I'll just tell you that right now. Bijan, Gibbs, Achane, wow. Chase Brown, Brooks, Benson, Irving, Olave, Dell, Coleman, Thomas Jr. Stud team. Kincaid, by the way, on my other post, go after Mostert, having Achane and Wright. Yeah, definitely. And this is a team, this is an 8.7, maybe 8.6, 8.7 if you don't have the cuffs, though. You don't need the cuffs to Bijan and Gibbs, but if you don't have at least Wright, I'm gonna knock you to 8.2 just because I might even take away your Bijan card. You guys got it. A-Chain, you got to draft at least right. 2-for-1 trade. Should I send Gibbs +1 for Bijan? Yeah, but like what? What are you gonna send? I don't know. You got to give me a list of names. But I would say, and I don't know if there's another super chat or something out there. I have no clue. Like, you have to include it. I would say 2-for-1 trade, Gibbs +1 for Bijan. Like, I wouldn't give up like a 3rd or 4th round player, but if you're talking about like a Zamir White or maybe, it's nothing like a Higgins or Tank Dell or anything like that, but maybe there's something along the lines of let me see if I can come up with a player real quick. Like maybe wide receiver wise, like would I give up a Godwin or a Deontay Johnson or something like that? Absolutely. Would I give up a bigger name like Kirk? Yes, I would. That's me. Some people love Kirk. I don't mind Kirk, but I'm definitely going to throw him in. Sorry, Kincaid, not Kirk. Vincent, at this point, I don't know I think that's where you wrote like Kink or whatever. I mean, I don't know. It's long gone at this point. You can ask another question, but that makes it better. Kincaid's better. That's better trade bait. It's a really good trade bait. Although it's also good to hold on to that. Like, your team just went up a good 3 points by having Kincaid instead of Kirk. So maybe don't trade him. Marsman. To Mars, my guy Sam. Hey, Smitty, Dynasty Superflex full PPR. Would you trade my love Etienne McMillan 2025 first and third for Cousins, Penix Jr., Madison? Why are people trading for Madison? Puka and Worthy. Jordan Love, Etienne McMillan 25 for Cousins, Penix Jr., Madison, Puka, and Worthy. Yes, I would take that trade. Puka and Worthy. I think I would take that trade. Because the way I look at it is Penix Jr. and Cousins. I'd rather have Love over those two, but that's really, really crafty, and you get both of them. Puka, Nakua, and Worthy over Etienne. Etienne's a running back. He's older. I'd probably take that trade, but that is costly. Throwing in the first rounder, it makes it tough. But I think I'd do it. Let's get a chat vote on that one. It's a lot. London, Etienne, and a first rounder. Guys, are we keeping the Love side? Love, Etienne, and a first rounder and McMillan, or Cousins, Penix Jr., Puka, and Worthy? I think I'm going to take the Puka side. But good God, man, it's like a puzzle. That's a tough one. That's a really, really tough one. Brian, thank you for the super chat. Brian, I'm going to put you right there. Hoosiers, appreciate your super chat. Hoosiers, I'm putting you right there. Hang tight for me, pal. I'm coming for you. JF21, appreciate you with the $5 hauler. How long have we been live? Good God. I came on to do a 30-minute pick'em show. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Holy crap. It's already 9:50. Holy shit. Oh my God. For all we have is today 12 team, 0.5, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 2 flexes, Bijan Achane, Devontae Smith, Walker, and Njoku, Spears, Wright, Keon, Pearsall, Tua. Don't love my tight end situation. Okay. This is 2 flexes. Got it. Bijan Achane, Devontae. It's a great team. Great team, Walker. Nothing I want to move. Broski. I like this team a lot. And there's nothing you can't move. You got to wait anyway. There's nothing I want you to trade from the big dogs, and you got to wait before you can use Spears, Wright, or Coleman. So I'm going to give you a grade of like a 7.5 just because it's a very deep league and you've got some holes, but like you land a waiver wire guy and it's game over for them potentially. $10 hauler from Belizo. Belizo, appreciate you. QB, AR5 running backs, Pacheco, Achane, Chase Brown, Zamir, Ford, Brooks, wide receiver, CeeDee, Kupp, Rice, Dell, wow, BT, woof, Worthy, Kincaid. Want to pick up Jalen Wright? I bet you do. Who do you drop? Jeez, bro. How do you drop somebody? You can't. I mean, can't you put Brooks on IR? If you can't put Brooks on IR, then I would say you're dropping, I guess, Xavier White for Wright, but I don't know that I do that. I don't think you can pick up Wright. Your worst player is Xavier White, and I don't think you can drop a starter for a guy that we hope he's a starter. And like at the end of the day, is Xavier White going to be better, or Jalen Wright going to be better than Xavier White in redraft? Probably, but we don't know that. I mean, what if Mostert stays healthy all year? So I don't think you can make a drop. If that's your whole team, $10 holler from Spencer.
Too much.
Yeah, Bleezo. I don't know, bro. Guys, if you were Bleezo, would you drop Xavier for Jalen Wright in redraft? I don't think you can. I'll make a trade. Do a 2-for-1. Open up a spot. I mean, you got to figure that out. You can't drop Xavier White. 12-team PPR home league. Kyler, Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore. Saquon, Kamara, McBride, Kirk, Javonte Williams, Deontay. I'm trading Deontay. I'm trading Deontay and maybe Jonathan Brooks. Deontay and DJ Moore. Jonathan Brooks and DJ Moore. Kirk and Jonathan Brooks. Kirk and DJ Moore. I mean, all those combos, bro. And you're trying to grab Cooper Kupp. You're trying to grab Pacheco. You're trying to grab Jacobs. You're trying to grab, I mean, even Tank Dell maybe. You know, Deontay and... I mean, I'd take Tank Dell over Brooks. Brooks and Deontay for Tank Dell. Brooks and Deontay is going to be attracted to somebody because they're getting the RB, and then you're giving them a receiver people are hyping up pretty good, and you're just going to try and get that Cooper Kupp. I'd go after Cooper Kupp and then try and figure it out from there. Like, go around the board.
Too much.
You know, pull up your draft board and see where guys went, because people oftentimes still value the round that they drafted the player in. Hey, Smitty, can you rate my team? I say that because what if you come across a Dell in round 5 or 6? You know that person didn't value him as high. Hey, Smitty, can you rate my team? Any suggestions? 10-man league, PPR, QB Hurts, JD5, wide receivers, London, Jefferson, Neighbors, Devontae Adams. I'm trading Adams if I can. I like Ridley as your backup anyway, or your last starter. Kyron, Jacobs, Corum, love the running back stable. Ferguson, you might not even need to trade Adams actually, but Adams and Neighbors together for like a top 3 or 4 wide receiver. Go get Jamar Chase. Adams and Chase Brown for a slight wide receiver upgrade, or running back even, if he could be your flex option. So Adams and Chase Brown for Pacheco, HN would be my target. HN to the moon. HN to the moon. All right, where were we? Brooklyn, $5 holler. Josh Allen, CeeDee Lamb, Cooper, McLaurin, Jacobs, Walker, Eckler. I want to trade Javonte Williams and McLaurin. Who could I get? Javonte Williams and McLaurin. For wide receivers, Javonte and McLaurin could get you maybe a Kupp, maybe a Neighbors, maybe in redraft, maybe a Devontae Smith, maybe a DK, maybe a Dell, and then maybe a Rashee Rice. You get to Rashee Rice, it starts getting dicey, bro, because McLaurin's damn good. In fact, you could say, I don't want to do it then, you know, at that level, but like something around the level of Neighbors or Waddle or Debo. Debo is a little solid, you know, buy low right now because of the return of Ayuk. People are worried about it. Josh Allen, CeeDee Lamb, Cooper, McLaurin, Jacobs. I want to trade Javonte Williams. Oh, that's the one I just read. Nick with the $5 holler. Nick, appreciate you. Matt here. Gibbs or Wilson in the first round. Gibbs for me, but I've drafted them together in drafts plenty of times, and I love both. Then one of Kyron or Taylor. Kyron all the way, just cuff him. Saquon after that, and then Taylor third in that order. But you gotta cuff. If you don't cuff Kyron, thank you for all the videos. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate it. You don't cuff Kyron, I don't know how to help you. You gotta cuff him, bro. Thank you, JFam. I got you right in the corner there. JF21, $5 holler, 10-team PPR. Allen, Gibbs, HM, Monty, Wright, DK, Dell. Very good squad. Can you give me a rating and any suggestions? I'd probably say in a 10-man, you've got a 8.0. I like it. That means you can win the league without me even looking at the other rosters. But you're not an 8.8, you're not 8.5. Like, there's probably another 8.8 or 8.0 in your league, 8.2 maybe. So you're like in the top 3 or 4. 8.0 is like you're in the top 4 or 5 at least, but probably top 3 or 4. And you make one strong move like Reed and Monty together for Jacobs, for Pacheco, for Debo, for Cooper Kupp, and you could instantly become 8.5 to 8.8 material for me. Nick, $5 holler, 18-man league. How can I improve? Holy crap, bro. Patty Mahomes, Bijan, Brooks, and Chuba. You're fine there. You can't really upgrade that. That's fantastic in an 18-man league. DK, Gabe Davis. Warren, Wicks, fantastic. Your 18-man league, this is a great team. There's nothing you can do. You can't trade in this format. What are you going to do? Dilute anything? You can't. You can't trade any of that. Chuba and Brooks is perfectly. That's like Mostert and Wright would be great in this format. That's a good move. Wicks is a really good receiver, bro. You could throw Wicks in there instead of Gabe Davis. I'd probably do that in week 1. That's a great team. In that format, 18-man league, I'm going to give you an 8.5. And you got to sit on it. 18-man league is crazy. How I do? Josh Allen, JT, Javonte, AJ Brown, Nico, Kittle, or she writes, love everything, but not feeling the Javonte thing right now. I'm rooting for him, but I don't feel it. Deontay and Javonte for Walker. Javonte and Deontay for Etienne, Pacheco, Walker. Obviously, Kyron and Etienne. Jacobs feels really, really doable in this situation. You throw in Pollard if you got to. J-Mo and Pollard. J-Mo, if J-Mo can help get you in Javonte and J-Mo into any one of those players, Walker would be a fantastic buy low. I think people don't really value Walker like they should. Ryan Gibbs with a $5 holler. It's blank, Ryan. You got to include the message in there, pal. I'll try and look for your message if you were to ask a question as well. Follower dropping a $10 holler. Appreciate you, follower.
Too much.
Ryan to the moon. Ryan, I appreciate that super chat. I'm looking for your messages to see if you're messaging anything. 12-team redraft full PPR starters are Kyler, Gibbs, Bijan, Dell, MHJ, Flowers, Kincaid. Give me being offered Kyron and JSN for Gibbs and Benson. I'm gonna say no. I want Gibbs slightly over Kyron, but if you have Corum, I would keep going down this road, but try and get him to upgrade like a Flowers into just even if it's just a perception upgrade for you. Like you like the upgrade and they think it's even. Like that's what I'm trying to do. You deserve. Look, Gibbs goes higher than Kyron. Don't let it strong arm you because you like Kyron or you have Corum. Like he needs to give you more than that. $5 holler, 10-man full PPR, 1 flex. Allen, Brees, Monty, Puka, Debo, Waddle, Ridley, Jalen Warren, Jerome Ford. Is Monty playable? Yeah, of course, Monty. Monty could have 10 touchdowns and 900 yards. But yeah, good team. Puka, Debo, Waddle, very good receivers. Ingram, excellent. Ridley on the bench, Warren on the bench, Ford on the bench. Let all those guys cook in week 1, bro, and then come back and you'll have trade power. But stand down until then. Play Monty. Don't hesitate. And between Monty, Ridley, Jalen Warren, Ford, and Rome Odunze, we have ourselves a lot to work with in terms of buying slumping players coming out of week 1. So return and we'll take care of it, okay? Dalton with a $10 holler.
Too much.
460 of you in here. Please hit the thumb up button if you haven't already. 179 thumbs up, but at least 450 plus people are in here the entire time. We only have 179 thumbs up. So if you could wipe your feet, it'd help me greatly. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're live Monday through Friday on this channel. Every single Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm live whenever news breaks. I do all kinds of other random uploads. We're live a lot of midnights doing drafts and such. $10 holler, Amon-Ra, Jamar Chase, ETN, Debo, Mark Andrews, Neighbors, Connor. My voice is starting to go like it does every year. It's going to be gone like the whole season like this because I'm doing so much talking. Kirk, Chase, Brown, Goff, Jonathan Brooks. Love the team for the most part. I'm trying my very, very best to trade James Conner. I'm putting Rashee Rice in my lineup if I can. James Conner and Javonte and Kirk. Kirk and Conner. Kirk and Williams. Jonathan Brooks and Kirk. Just going and getting a Pacheco, a Kyron, a Achane, ETN, Jacobs, Walker. I might be naming somebody you have. Those are the running backs we're trying to attack. The Cooper Kupps of the world. The Marvin Harrison Jr.'s. The Drake Londons. Even the Nico Collins. Tank Dell on a smaller capacity of those players. Those are all in the running for players you should be going and getting with those combos, bro. All day long. All day long. And you got the depth to do it. It'd be a fantastic move for you. Go do it live. All right, let's put this right here. Where are we at? Ryan Gibbs. I don't know if Ryan Gibbs dropped a message at all. Ryan Gibbs. How did I do in this 12-man? Here's Ryan's question. 12-man league. Gibbs, Kyron, Devontae Smith, Debo, Watson, Ferguson for my starters. Is your starting quarterback Deshaun Watson? I don't like that if it is. If that's Christian Watson, then I like him. But who's your quarterback? I think you did good. I think as your starters, I would give this a 7.9, which is borderline good enough to win. Stroud, okay, Stroud, give me an 8.0. That's a good team, bro. 8.0. And you're not getting much higher than an 8.0 to 8.8 for me. So that's a good score. Very, very good score. All right, let me throw these on here. We got some more super chats flying in here. Kim, appreciate you dropping yours. And then Kai, appreciate you dropping yours. Okay. Crypto, $5 hauler. I meant to ask in the super chat, do I start Kupp or Adams? I'm starting Kupp. Kupp is a top 5 wide receiver, bro. And I have Rice on IR. Should I try trading him for a better second? No, I like Rice a lot. I mean, yeah, I would entertain it. You'd have to come to me with the names and the ideas, but I mean, Rice to me, I love. I don't want to trade. If I'm trading Rice, I'm trading him after he gains a little more value because he's going to earn more and more value, especially if he goes nuts in week 1. He'll be back into second round value. 10-team full PPR. Kyler, CMC, Cook. Trading James Cook if I can. Harrison Jr., Adams. I'm trading Adams if I can. I'm trading Adams and Cook for a top 5 running back if I can. If I can get a Kyron or an Achane using Cook and Adams and doing it. Laporta, McLaurin, benches, Zamir and one of those guys, Zamir and Adams for a Cooper Kupp. Smash it. Grade your team. You do one of those moves, you're in the 8s. You know, it's got to be a special move, though. 10-man PPR, Mahomes, Kyron, Achane, St. Brown, Kupp, Dell, Pitts, Keon Coleman, Ford. 8.4. Don't make any moves. Ride that team into the week, bro. It's fantastic. Kim, 10-man standard league. Hurts, Jacobs, Camaro, Warren, Corum, Tyreek, Harrison Jr., Dell, Flowers. Love the team. Flowers and Warren, Flowers and Camaro for one better, stronger player. That's it. It's the only move. Keep Dell, keep Harrison Jr., keep Tyreek, keep Jacobs, keep Hurts. Don't move those players at all. Rate my team. 1 flex. Josh Allen, Kyron, Jacobs, Amon-Ra, Neighbors, Rice, Pitts, Dell, Warren. Did I just read that one? Looks like the same team. Same advice. If it's the same team, then that's why. My brain's fried. The team's great. Kyrie Jacobs, Amon-Ra. The team looks similar to the other one. Great team. Great team. Don't touch it. Let the values climb out of week 1, then we assess it. Don't touch that team. 8.0 at least. Kai Cooper, appreciate you with the $5 hauler. Did I end up answering this? Kai Cooper. Yeah, you end up sending another one. Thank you, Kai, for doing 2 super chats. Kai to the moon. Can I give you a Mars shot?
To Mars.
Kai to Mars. Do it live. J-Fam, Dak, Herbert, Barkley, Gibbs, Stevenson, Zach Moss, Brooks, Ayuk, DJ Pickens. Somebody's dropping a $100 hauler right now. They want a video. They want to attach their name to a video. Locaine, you get to choose any video you want other than, I believe Achan is taken and Keon Coleman's taken, but you can have a sponsorship, your name on a video, only 2 per video. Let me know what you want. I'm coming for your super chat on 1 second. J-Fam. It's a good team. Barkley, Gibbs, Stevenson, Zach Moss, Brooks, Ayuk, DJ Moore, Pickens, but I'm trading DJ Moore. You guys know I don't love DJ Moore. DJ Moore and Zach Moss, DJ Moore and Brooks, DJ Moore and Stevenson for the Jacobs, the Pachecos, the Cooper Kupps, the Debo Samuels, the Londons of the world, the HN Kyrans of the world. You smash that, and I'm going to take your team and take it from the 7s and put it in the 8s. And then here we are with the $100 hauler from Locaine, dropping his wad on screen. Thank you, Locaine. Appreciate you. And what video do you want to claim sponsorship to? Only 2 per video are possible. Rate my team. It's an old group, LOL, 12-man PPR, Kyler, Connor, Mostert, CD, Kupp, Mike Evans, Andrews, Jets D. You're not giving me a whole lot of bench or anything like that, but in general, I'd say it's a good team. If you've got Benson, you're pretty solid. I would like to see you maybe potentially get Connor upgraded a little bit into a Jacobs or Pacheco or Walker or something along those lines. If you've got Wright and Mostert, that's awesome. And if you could trade Evans and Connor for Achan and something, that's unbelievable too, bro. That would be unreal if you could pull off something like that. And did Locaine, what did Locaine say they want video-wise? Let's see. Speedy, appreciate you dropping your super chat. Locaine. Yeah, Locaine didn't drop all the team. Locaine, tell me what video you want. You pick. Okay. Which one are people going to wish they took and they're all gone? Let's see who's on your team, Locaine. And I'll pick one of the players you have. Kyler, Connor, Mostert, Kupp, Mike Evans. Let's go Locaine's video. Let's give Locaine... Let's give you... this one.
I'm a Cardinal, hey, I'm a Cardinal. 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 The Cardinals look to be rising, and MHJ is your king. I'm a Cardinal.
Locaine, appreciate you. And again, Locaine, I definitely feel like you could, if you could get Achan because you got Mostert, great. If you have Wright, then you're kind of set a little bit. And Benson, if you have Benson and Wright, then I'm really liking what you got going on. But definitely worried about your running back stable a little bit. So Locaine, let us know if you have any depth as well, and I can try and help you with that. $20 hauler from Alonzo coming in strong with a 20 wad hauler. On screen, Alonzo, rate my team, 12-man full PPR, 2 flex, Mahomes, Gibbs, Kyron, Debo, Tank, Dell, Keon Coleman, Chase Brown, McBride, Adunze, Jameis, Javonte Williams, Jameis Williams, Jameson Williams, okay, Jamo, Trey Benson. Yeah, I like the team. I'm letting this one ride. Love the team. Except for I don't see quorum. So I'm going to give you an 8.4, and if you don't have quorum, I'm knocking it down to 8.1. Because you got to have quorum. You got to have quorum. It's the best cuff in fantasy football. It guarantees you a top 1 to 5 running back. It's a huge hit on the score for me. Huge hit on the score. But you're still in the 8s. Your team's so good. But that's security. It's absolute security. You can give up a Dunze to get him. You got to do it. Jameson Williams is fantastic. You got to let J-Mo, Trey Benson's going to take a little while. A Dunze, J-Mo, Chase Brown, Coleman. There's nothing to trade here with your team until you get out of week 1, Alonzo, and let those players gain value. And then you're going to have a whole lot of trade bait, my guy, because you got J-Mo's going to be worth a whole lot more walking out of week number 1. It's every time I adjust that thing, the names and all the colors go all crazy. Okay, there's a super chat there. I'm coming for you, Matthew. Appreciate you dropping that. Ryan, thank you for the super chat, my guy. Ryan to the mother freaking moon. Matthew, thank you again. Also, Chase Brown, he says. Okay, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate you dropping the super chat. And actually, let me just, because I'm going to forget that, let me just say 12-man league, 2-2-2. Kyler, CeeDee, Marv, Kupp, Waddle, Pickens. Quorum, love the team. And then you said, what was it? Chase Brown. I don't know, bro. What are you going to do with this team? Such a solid core foundation. Marvin, Kupp, and CeeDee and Kyler is great. Waddle, Jacobs. I guess Mostert would be intriguing for me with this team. Javonte. Mostert's older, so you never know. Because if you have Mostert on right, your running back 2 is safe as can be. Right now, Jacobs is solid. Like, you get Mostert on right, you got this, like, crafty 8.1, 8.2, 8.3 team. So try and maybe maneuver for that, and it won't be that expensive. Ryan with the $4.99. I have Stroud with that team, and Gibbs, Kyron, Smith, Debo, Watson, and Ferguson. Okay, that's Stroud's fantastic, bro. That gives you a whole bunch more wiggle room with me. Should I start him over Watson? Debo, Watson, and Ferguson, and I have Dobbs. I'd probably go Watson for week 1, unless we hear negative stuff. Yeah, that Kyron Hudson catches on my Instagram. It's fantastic. Speedy, 10-man, 1 flex, Allen, Brees, Monty, Puka, Debo, Waddle, Ingram, Ridley, Warren, Ford, Rome. Forgot to ask, rate my team. Try and get Walker. I would try and get Walker, bro. I'd definitely try and get Walker. Monty and maybe Warren or Monty with Rome would be worth it to me for Walker. But one could argue that Monty's as good as Walker. I just think I'd rather have Walker. I'd rather take the breakout potential. I think that Ryan Grubb wants to use him on all downs. So I would do it. Rome and Ford would be ideal, and I love Ford, but you got to let Ford gain some value. But Monty, definitely could upgrade Monty. Monty into Pacheco, Jacobs, Speedy. That would be good. Hoosiers, $10 hauler.
Too much.
Oh, let's see here. 12-man, Era 5, Darnold, Monty, Javonte, Amon-Ra, London, Evans, Kupp. Wow. Good receivers. Holy crap. Like, you could trade one of those. Evans, I'm maybe shopping. Hollywood Brown. So you got Evans, Hollywood Brown, Pitts. Great team. Most movable. Probably, like, I mean, you might need to wait till week 2 to get the right deal done. But, I mean, bro, you could trade Evans and Monty for one top 12 overall player. And that's a lot of firepower to get it done. Hoosiers, you do that and you're in the money, man. Monty and Evans into, I mean, bro, I'd do that for Kyron. I'd do that for Achane. I'd do that for Barkley. I'd do that for Gibbs. Any one of those RBs, you know, and I guess getting rid of Monty and then getting Gibbs would suck, but like I'm doing that. That upgrade too with those wide receivers, you're gonna be smashing everybody into pieces, bro. Thank you for the super chat. $10 hauler from
Too much.
Who Dat Gator? Appreciate you. Yeah, Ford's tough to trade. You do have to let him smash, bro. Who Dat Gator? $10 hauler. If you missed it, go back. I even forget some of what I said. Hoosier. So just tap back and rewatch it and catch back up. Probably it's best than me trying to repeat it. Hoosiers, you're the man. Thank God for replay. Just hit back a couple and then swing back in so you don't forget where it's at. It's 2 hours and 40. If you want to write down the number, bro, 2 hours and 42 minutes in. If you want to watch later, the answer, 2 hours and 42 minutes in. CMC, Tua, JD5, H-An, love the team. Ford, B-Rob, Corum, Wright, London, Devontae Smith, Worthy, J-Mo, Mooney, Kincaid, 12-team, PPR. Really good squad, Gator. It's good. London, D. Smith, and I mean, damn, bro. Damn. H-An, love it. H-An and Wright, fantastic. CMC, it's a really good team. I'm riding this team into the sunset, or I guess that sounds like it's going downhill. You're riding this into the sunrise. There's nothing to trade. Just let it do its thing, and then we'll assess it after. I don't want to tell everybody to go do something. Like sometimes it doesn't make sense. $10 hauler from Brian.
Too much.
And if it's not right to make the move, that's saying something good that I just don't want to see those players on another team. Brees, HN, AJB, Waddle, Kirk, McBride, Lamar, Wright, Ford, Odunze, Reed, Shakir, can you rate? 10-man, so you should be, stacked, which you kind of are. It feels like you're missing like one piece. You have AJ Brown, HN, Brees, very, very good. Waddle, Kirk, McBride, Lamar. Maybe you're not missing one piece. You're pretty stacked. I think maybe there's just opportunity to trade Kirk. I just don't love Kirk, and that's where it feels a little lacking to me. I know he's steady Eddie and all that, but I'm trading Kirk and Ford later when the price is right. Ford and Odunze, Kirk and Odunze. But you can't do anything yet. You got Jaden Reed's got to gain value. Your time will come. Right now, it's still a really good team. It's still a 7.8 out of 10, and a lot of room for opportunity though coming out of week 1. 10-man, 1 flex. Love Kyron, White, Chase, Kupp, Ingram with Moore, Higgins, Corum, McConkey. Thoughts? Love Kyron White. I think DJ Moore and Rashad White for a top 15 overall player. That's what I'm doing. Rashad White and Higgins for a top 8 overall player, but it's going to be harder to do that. But DJ Moore and Rashad White should give you a top... Actually, I should give you a top 50, top 12 overall player. That should get you Kyron, Achane, Barkley, Amon-Ra, A.J. Brown. You already got Cooper Kupp. You already got Kyron. I'm going after Achane. You could also trade White or DJ Moore straight up or with Love 2-for-1 for a Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, or Josh Allen. Andrew, $5 hauler. Goff, CD, A.J. Brown. I don't like Goff as a starter. There's just too many other quarterbacks. A.J. Brown, J.J., Shakir, Mostert, Moss, Dowdle, Corum. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. Oh, man, I'll come for you. 1 second. CD, A.J. Brown, J.J. It's really good. Your running backs are just kind of lacking. I think I'd trade Dowdle or Moss or both. You draft Mostert, you got to draft right. Like, that's a huge miss, though. When just make sure moving forward you don't let that happen. If you take Mostert, you got to draft right. It's a 100% must, or it could be worth nothing later. You got Kyron, or you got Corum. You might as well go after Kyron. CD, AJ Brown, JJ. I'm probably trading JJ for Achane and another piece. Like, let's say he had Dell, Achane and Dell type of move. That would be my number one objective. Honestly, trade Amari and Corum to the Kyron owner for Neighbors. Yeah, I guess I would. I like Neighbors over Amari. PPR Superflex Mahomes, Lamar, Jacobs, Rashad, Nico, Harrison Jr., Pickens, Godwin. I'm trading Godwin. It's a good team. I like Mostert. Hopefully you have Wright. You got to have Wright, guys. You can't draft Mostert without Wright. Just can't do it. Rachaad White and Pickens or Godwin's even better yet. Godwin and Rachaad White for H.N. Kyron. I mean, you could even take a gamble on Henry. Pacheco maybe. Godwin and Rachaad White for Pacheco, yes. ETN, yes. You've already got Jacobs, okay. And then that's like a cutoff. Walker's borderline, but it seems a little high. Gibbs being banged up, maybe you get Gibbs. Maybe you do Pickens and Rachaad White for Gibbs, who's banged up. I'm not worried about him being banged up, but people are. The Bolt, $10 hauler. The Bolt, Mars.
To Mars.
Brees, Henry, Jalen Warren, Nico, Neighbors. Love the receivers. Love the running backs. Ford, love Ford. Brooks, great. Reed, Rome, Braylon, A.D. Mitchell. Who's the QB? Who's your QB, bro? Talk to me. Hit me with the go to Brees clip one more time. Please don't be scared. I think I read this already. Here's the Brees clip, in case I forgot to play it.
Brees Hall is 8 foot tall. He will always answer the mother freaking call. Don't let him fall. In the third, don't stall. Just give Batman the freaking football.
He's Brees. He's Brees.
He does a whole of a job. A whole of a job. A whole of a job.
Brees Hall, please report to the moon.
He does a jale bayot.
Let's see here. Rate my team, Smitty, to the moon. Thank you, Abreu. Appreciate you. You didn't drop the team in your celebratory message. Ill Phil, appreciate yours. Your celebratory message. Where am I at? My brain is completely fried. Did we get any gifted memberships tonight that I didn't know about? By the way, we got the Supernova emoji and the Supernova animation fix, so we'll be dropping that. Jordan, appreciate your super chat. Jordan, I'm coming for you, pal. Hang tight for your Uncle Smitty. The Bolt, appreciate you. I love the team, man. I love the team. But you're waiting to do anything, I think, unless you're trading like Brooks or Reed or Ford to upgrade Nico or Jalen slightly. You know, like into a Cooper Kupp, which you may not see as an upgrade, but I do. You know, so that's the only thing that would come across my mind. Other than that, you're letting that team ride, bro. Love the team. 8-man. This better be a strong team in an 8-man. 1 QB Stroud. Love Caleb. Connor, H.N. Gibbs. Amon-Ra, MHJ, Rice, Brian Thomas, and Neighbors. Wow, good team. Reed, Trey McBride. Love the team. Love the team. In an 8-man, you're not going to be able to pull off many trades because everybody's stacked. So you did good grabbing the right players. Let week 1 play out, Blair, and then go from there. My only thing I'd be contemplating is if like injuries strike after week 1, you're trying to upgrade Stroud into like Mahomes or something. Just to give yourself that difference, because Stroud's right there. He's next in line to be the difference maker. But a lot of times in those 8-man leagues, to win it, you need to have a top 1-2 quarterback. And Stroud could be that guy, but he seems like he's about 4 or 5. 10-man league. Or 8-man league. It's rough. Those are rough. Mars shot for cool.
To Mars.
Cool Breeze, appreciate you. $10 hauler, grade my draft. Second pick, 10-man PPR. Bijan, Gibbs, Debo, Josh Allen, Kupp, DJ Moore, Zamir White, Najee Harris, McLaurin, Keon Coleman. Bijan, Gibbs, Debo, Josh Allen, Kupp. It's fantastic. I'm trading DJ Moore and Zamir White. DJ Moore and Najee Harris. McLaurin and Zamir White, McLaurin and Harris, and I'm going after the guys that keep reading off, bro. The guys that keep saying go get him. H.N. Kyron, St. Brown, London, potentially MHJ, depending on the combos, but just use that group to go get something. and do it live. We grabbing Dalvin Cook? No. I don't know if we're gonna do phone calls tonight, guys. I'm zonked. It's like 3-hour show, and I'm so tired. I can't even think. Jordan with the $5 10-man 1 flex. Jordan Love, Kyron White, Chase, Kupp, Ingram, with Moore, Higgins, Corum, McConkey. Thoughts? Love Kyron, Rashad. I'm trading Rashad White. I know I keep saying that. I DJ Moore and Rashad White. I think there's good trade value there. I'm trading those two for everybody. I just keep naming off. Achane. You could go Henry if you believe in Henry. Barkley. Pacheco's maybe a little low for Rashad White and DJ Moore. He's right there on the border. Like that's something that you could say somebody won that trade if you make that trade. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say do that. Kyron White. You don't have another running back, so you got to go after an RB if you're going to do that. If not, don't trade Rashad White. If you're going to do anything, you could trade maybe DJ Moore and Higgins for a St. Brown or something like that. If somebody's hurting at wide receiver, Higgins and DJ Moore for. I don't even know if you don't go after St. Brown, maybe JJ, maybe Jamar Chase, because you have Jamar Chase. Damn it. Puka Nacua, maybe. It's risky. Higgins and DJ Moore for Cooper Kupp. You got Kupp. Damn it! You got Kupp. You got Chase. You got all the targets. And yeah, Puka. You might not want to do that. JJ. I mean, maybe go after JJ. I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna be able to pull it off though. Rashad White and DJ Moore for JJ. Rashad White and Higgins for JJ. Rashad White. I mean, maybe Garrett Wilson. London's kind of the end of the road maybe for Rashad White and DJ Moore for London. And some might not even do that. And I don't blame anybody for not doing that. I would do it, but I'm crazy. Jermaine, $5 hauler, 12-man per dynasty. 12-man per dynasty wide receiver. PPR, I think you mean. I don't know. AJ, Garrett Wilson, AJ, Waddle, Dell, Evans, Pittman, Rome, Achane, Gibbs, Chase, Ford. Really, really good squad, my guy. Kincaid, that's good. I'm trading Pittman. Pittman or Evans with Ford or Chase, but you're waiting until after the week one. There's just no way. Waddle, Dell, Wilson. Your receivers are off the hook. AJ, Wilson, Waddle, Dell, Evans, Pittman. You got to trade Evans and Pittman. Maybe go to some team that stacked at RB and who's your quarterback? Dak. What about Pittman or Evans with Dak to get Mahomes or Josh Allen? You don't need anything else. You're so stacked. That's what I'm doing. And I think this is the final Super Chat. $10 hauler.
Too much.
Last Super Chat. 10-man league, PPR 2 flex, non-QB 6 points per TD pass. Mahomes, Lamb, Devontae Smith, Rice, Deontay Johnson. Can I get it out before the next one comes in? I'm racing. Tua, Dobbs, Jonathan Brooks on IR. Like the team. I'm trading Deontay. Love Devontae Smith, Lamb, Mahomes, Rice. Love that. Jacobs, love it. Monty, Deontay for one better player. Kincaid, love it. Keep Chase Brown, J-Mo. Monty and Deontay for... do you have Jacobs on this team? Yes, you do. Okay, so... Pacheco, ETN, Kenneth Walker. I mean, past that, what are you going to do? And I don't trade Monty for just anybody. I try and get Gibbs even. Achane, Monty, and Deontay probably can't do that. I mean, your team is solid. Chase Brown. You're going to have to wait for J-Mo, Chase Brown, A.D. Mitchell to gain value. Maybe Dobbs, Jonathan Brooks. What about Jonathan Brooks? Deontay, Jonathan Brooks, and Monty for a top running back like that. I mean, you could go after Kyron. You got Corum already. Monty. You got Corum already. Monty, Deontay. You know, you could also do. Let's see here. What did I say? What was I saying? Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith. You got 3 fire wide receivers still. Well, you have 2. Actually, you have 2. I'm sorry. That's so tough. This one's tough. Monty and Deontay for one player is the best I can come up with on this team. Otherwise, you're waiting for Chase Brown and J-Mo to gain value and go from there. Rockout says check DMs, which is a perfect time for this. Rockout, because I'm cleared off on my docket. Rockout's wrap of the day.
We going high or low, spinning into live. Certified Smitty approved, getting like you get it grooving, proving in the flavors on the block and on the chopping it. This is how we going through. It's on the high and low.
Do it live, Rockout. Rockout, our resident rapper on the channel. Thank you, Rockout, for dropping that. Thank you all for the super chats. You guys are unbelievable. On that note, I think I'm out of here for the night. I would open the phone lines, but I think I'll take 2 phone calls. 2 phone calls, 30-second timer. Dial in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
A little bit of a delay there. Rock out, you're live.
Hello?
What's up? You're live, pal.
Yeah, if there's like a higher Raider player that basically dropped in the draft, but you got like a lower level player, but they were drafted in the same round, do you have to still pay that top level?
I mean, most people don't trade a player. Like, if you go to somebody a week after the draft and you're like, hey, I'll trade you this guy for this guy, and you drafted them differently, they're going to look at that. They're going to know that. It takes like 1 week. Once a week goes by, then the draft doesn't matter. Nobody's going to say, but I drafted him when week 1's gone by and one's played better than the other. But you got to look at the draft board. People are not going to mess around with trading. If they took, like, for example, I took I'm trying to think of the play. I think I took Debo over Kupp in my draft that I had tonight. Not because in hindsight, I kind of wanted Kupp more, but Kupp was ranked so low on ESPN that I was like, I'm going to take Debo and then take Kupp, and somebody reached, and I was like, damn it. Now I can't go to him and be like, hey, I'll give you Debo for Kupp just because I drafted Debo higher. But, the other way around certainly would work even less, where somebody comes to me and says, hey, give me your player Debo for Kupp. I mean, I drafted Debo higher, so I'm probably not gonna do it. Even though I would have maybe done it on the clock had I known it. People just they're weird about what they paid. You paid a price, it cements it into your mind. You go into week 1 and you hold it over the value over their head.
Yeah, like for instance, in my draft, someone picked like Jackson, like 3 picks before I picked Higgins. How much would I have to add to that, even though people highly regard Jackson?
Jackson?
Yeah, Lamar.
Oh, Lamar. And you picked who? Higgins?
Yeah, both in the same round. Well,
that's tough because it's a quarterback. So, like, you don't know what, like, who's he going to have at QB if you were to trade him Higgins and something?
He's a Bears fan, and he told me he's trying to basically use him because he's like a Chicago fan.
Use who?
Caleb Williams.
Okay. So Higgins for Lamar. What do you got to throw? What do you got to throw in?
Let's say I got Stevenson, and I got J-Mo, AD, Cooks, Dottle.
I'd throw in Dowdle. I'd throw in Dowdle. Could we regret that? Maybe, but we could also regret not doing it. And if he has no value, and we're like, he's trash, and you can get the quarterback you need, because clearly you need a quarterback, right?
I got Purdy and Tua.
Well, that's not bad, but yeah, would I rather have Lamar? Yeah. Yeah, Dowdle's a good throw-in. All right, rock out. Anything else?
That's pretty much.
All right, rock out to the moon. Appreciate you, bro. Call in tomorrow.
Yep.
Last caller of the day. This is 808. What's your name and where are you calling from?
It's Scotty Doo from Hawaii, dude. How you doing, man?
Scotty Doo. Scotty Doo, what's up, bro? You have a new number every time you call in because I never have the number. What's up, bro?
Damn, we've been waiting for you to come to Hawaii, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forget who's your buddy, Scotty Doo, and you guys don't call enough.
I don't really talk to him no more.
What's his name?
I don't really talk to him anymore.
What's his name, though?
Gustavo.
Why don't you talk to Gustavo anymore?
Got our own life, dude. I don't know.
Jeez, you guys are like best friends. Together. Gustavo and Scotty Doo used to call into the show like together while they were working on break and stuff. It was like, this is like hearing that like J-Lo and Ben are divorcing. This is kind of a shocker here. We got Scotty Doo and Gustavo are no longer friends. Damn, that's hard to hear. That didn't make my night. What can I do for you, Scotty?
Hey, yeah, so I know about that trade, CMC and Kupp. I know I'm pretty high on Kupp. I think he could be a top 10. CMC kind of worries me. I think we're going to dial down his workload. That's why I accepted that trade. I think JJ's still going to smash. I think Rashee Rice, I think he's going to smash. He could be a top 12 this year.
Yeah.
And I think Kenneth Walker could still be a top 10. So I think it was a solid trade. Maybe you don't like it, but I think.
Can you give it to me again? Because I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. That's how much has gone through my head tonight. So what is the trade?
I know. I traded away CMC and Kupp, and I got JJ, Walker, and Rashee Rice back.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you got JJ, Walker, and Rice. I don't know what the chat said. Chat, can you vote on this one? What side do you like? The CMC Kupp or the JJ Walker Rice? My gut says that Kupp and JJ are not that far apart personally this year, but of course I'd probably rather have JJ, but it's like one of those things where I could almost wash this in my mind. I feel that way. And so like the question is CMC and then Walker Rice. This is a very formidable combo, but is it enough? I guess if you think CMC is going to go down, but okay, hey, you're getting an overwhelming JJ side.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That's good. That's good for you. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. I maybe not because I do feel that the calf injury concerns me. I do think that we're looking at injuries for CMC this year. I'm really scared about the CMC side. However, I think I would still trade CMC even if I held him and didn't trade him in this. And at the same time, you know what might be hitting people hard is that both these guys are huge injury risks. Cooper Kupp and CMC. There's huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you could get left with nothing. And at least in this situation, like let's say JJ went down, or no, knock on wood. Let's say JJ got abducted safely by aliens and was out of this equation. CMC and Kupp are crushing Walker Rice like on paper, but at least you have like a arguable. I still got one running back versus that running back, this wide receiver versus this wide receiver, and you guys could still put up almost a fight at least in making the trade look worth it. And so that's what I like about the 3-for-1 or the 3-for-2 here, is the fact that you have like three pieces that can help pull together. But I think at the end of the day, I'm just being honest, I probably wouldn't have done it myself. I think this is a lot of value, even if I'm trading it. I think I get a ton for it. I think I'd trade CMC. This is what I did. I would have kept Kupp personally, and I would have traded CMC like I did in a dynasty league. I did this in a dynasty league. If I did this in a dynasty league like 2 months ago, I think you could do a similar thing and redraft, if not better. I got Achane and DK. I got Achane and DK for CMC in a dynasty. And I even brought it to the live stream when I did it, and the whole live chat didn't even go crazy over it. They're like, yeah, I like the Achane DK side. And then it was like, I like CMC side, DK, you know. But it wasn't like, oh, you got him, you blasted him. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how does everybody not see this in dynasty as a home run? Like, just home run beyond, like veto type stuff. So that's the only thing that would make me just say, like, did you get enough? Maybe, maybe not. And this is a redraft, right?
Yeah, and I'm a Niner fan too, and I love CMC. I just feel like they're going to dial down his workload, so they can, hit the playoffs again, and Mason's going to be more involved. And he is an injury risk like Kupp, so I took that all into account. The trade was
it's a good trade. It's a good trade.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
it's definitely an arguable trade. You know what I mean? Like that's a very fun one to break down. That's probably the most even, hard, complex trade we've had all night. So if that makes you feel better, there's no wrong side. Like, all right, Scotty Doo, I gotta go. I'm zonked, bro. I'll see you later.
Hey, I wait for you to come to Hawaii, man.
All right, man. See you, bro.
You take care, dude.
I think I know why you and Gustavo aren't friends. You want me to say why?
What kid is a Cowboys fan?
No, I think maybe, don't take us the wrong way. I think you probably blasted him on far too many trades. And I think he, because I remember you used to call in and you were strong arming him into trades.
Hey, but he won some leagues, dude. I'm proud of him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so disappointed. You guys were like best friends, it sounded like. All right. I'll get over it, but thanks, Scotty. Appreciate you, bro.
Stay safe out there.
Yeah. I remember when he called and he'd be like trying to like strong arm him live on the channel to do a trade. Marquez, appreciate your super chat here. 12-team Dak, Achane, Hubbard, Lamb, London, Ayuk, and Metcalf. Also got Higgins, Eckler. Any moves or stay put? I don't like that Hubbard's your second running back. I'll tell you that right now. 12 in a 12-team league. How did you get stuck with Hubbard? How did you not at some point during the draft be like, I'm gonna get a running back? Like that's rough. You know what would have been great, Marquez, is to get Mostert, Jalen Wright, and Achane, and start two of them. You're gonna start Mostert and Achane until further notice, and then if one of them goes not down but gets abducted by aliens, the other one goes right in. And so you're always starting the two starting Miami running backs, and you're set all year long. That's what I would have done, because it would have been cheap enough to do. But Lamb, London, Ayuk, and Metcalf is fantastic. Also got Higgins, Eckler. Higgins and Hubbard, I don't think you can even trade Hubbard. I just don't, without a running back to trade, and no one's gonna give enough for Eckler or Spears yet. But maybe Higgins and Spears for an RB like Jacobs, or somebody comes out of week one, like let's say Pacheco has 80 yards or 55 yards and no touchdowns, 55 yards and 20 receiving, 7 points, maybe a one catch for 20 yards. So he has 8 points. People are going to be panicked a little bit. Let's say P. Ryan comes in and gets like 4 receptions and Pacheco gets 1. Like, you're going to have people freaking out. And so you could buy low using Higgins and, Spears or Higgins or whatever. So I think that's your opportunity, Marquez. Your window will be after week 1. Call into the show, super chat, we'll hook it up. I'll see you all later. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chats. And on that note, I'm going to leave you with the Supernovas Do It Live. And by the way, the Supernovas is the only video that you can't sponsor. There's too much going on it. It's going to change year to year. So that one is not going to be one that is going to be a video you can sponsor. Jocelyn, is calling in. Jocelyn, you got 30 seconds because I'm leaving. Go ahead, quick. Appreciate you. Jocelyn. 30 seconds. 30 seconds because I'm leaving. I appreciate you. Go.
Oh, Smitty. Okay, all right. So I want you to rate my super flex team. I have Jalen Hurts and Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels as my quarterback. I have Derrick Henry and Brian Robinson as my running back. I have Tank Dell, George Pickens, Keon Coleman, and Joshua Palmer as my starting wideouts. And I have Jake Ferguson as my tight end.
And it's how many people are in it?
It's a 14-team superflex team or league.
14 teams hard. I'd say it's like a 7.9, 7.8. I'm not going to give you an 8 because I think that there's some opportunities here. Not too sure, where Brian Robinson is going to fare, but like this is good. If Brian steps up and becomes solid, this is clearly an 8 something because it's a 14 team. It's also super flex. Ferguson is fantastic. Pickens and Dell and Coleman are very underrated, but it is light. You got Henry, who's, I'm worried about him staying healthy. So it's a good team, but always leave room for improvement. This is not a team I'd say for sure is winning the league, but you're in the mix for sure. So stay on alert on the waiver wire, bro. Stay on alert. Be hardcore dedicated to the waiver wire. Make sure you're the person that's getting that next big player, bro.
All right. Is there like any move or like any possible trade that I can do to possibly upgrade?
None of these. Coleman, Pickens, Dell, Fergie, Brian Robinson. No, you're not selling any of those guys on the ultra high. Maybe Henry. If you could take Henry and turn him into Jacobs and Dell type. I know you got Dell already, or upgrade. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of right now. It's a very, very solid team, but I just don't think there's a lot of sell high potential yet. If Pickens goes nuts, maybe he will be. Coleman, no one's going to buy Coleman yet. Brian Robinson, I think people like drafting him, but I find they don't like trading for him.
Right. Because man, I thought that my draft was kind of weird because even though it's a super flex league, I got Jalen Hurts in the first and Jaden Daniels was sitting there in the second. So, I mean, I didn't want to turn him down because of rushing upside. So I just kind of thought that was kind of weird how that happened.
Yeah.
I think that if Henry stays healthy for the majority of the season, then I think that I might be a serious problem, for like everyone in my league.
I might be a problem.
I might be a problem. Smitty, listen. Here's the thing.
Let him cook.
So, I mean, of course, staying healthy is a major factor. But I just feel as if that were to happen, I think that I can, be a big problem. That's all. That's all.
I think we need a new. We got mashed potatoes. We got standing ovations. I think the new thing we need is, I might have just become a problem.
Let him cook.
I think.
All right, I gotta go, bro. I see you later. Appreciate you.
Right.
We'll cook up something later. My brain's fried. All right, later. I'm out of here. Appreciate you all. Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. Also live on Big News. Tyler, here, let's see if Tyler can follow instructions. Tyler, you got 10 seconds.
Kyron or Taylor?
Look at this guy, Kyron. Nice job, Tyler.
Kyron or Taylor in redraft?
Kyron, cuff him. If you don't cuff him, they're even. Good job, Tyler. Tyler's on the money. Look at this guy. I thought I was going to trip him up. This guy was ready, on his toes. Live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. Deuce is.
There are handfuls of Saturn, Mars, and Moon men, but only 8 can be supernovas. I give you the 8 best picks in fantasy football.
They are the 8 supernovas. They are the 8 supernovas. The hateful 8 supernovas. I'm looking at the 8 supernovas. the Magnificent Eight.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the orbiter Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the...
See you later, everybody. Appreciate you all. See you tomorrow. I don't know. My whole system's acting up. Let me hit one more video on the way out. This one right here goes out to all the... What are we doing? Let's do a A-chant. No, Kyron.
He's Kyron. He's 7 feet tall, and he knows how to handle a ball. He's Kyron. He can take frowns and turn them upside down with his touchdowns.